So you guys started last session, leaving the warehouse district of the 12th house to head kind of northeast in the city to return to the 10th house. Birdman kind of leading the way. Um, but you get distracted by Avalon, who was later named that by Eros, by their deception. Avalon has been captured trying to escape the city, quote unquote, stealing the box of meat that he had with him from the 12th house, clearly marked with the symbol of the 12th house on it. And so Birdman steps in. He's trying to convince the dwarves and Canis or Coyote people to, let the guy go, that let him as the attorney take him to the courts. The 12th house is kind of arguing that they'll handle this internally. Um and Talaria is almost seen in the middle of that. Strike kind of stops, Talaria from being shot at by this archer up on the roof by very secretively and sneakily jumping up like 3 stories and like Batman, just ominously furry Batman, big badger, furry Batman.
Goddamn
over the
Benjamin.
and then you all at that same time, Cotton and Arrows kind of move forward more. Cotton kind of sneaks off to the side just to get ready with a bow and arrow just in case like, things shit hits the fan. While Arrows kind of charges forward, mentally connecting with a sending spell along the way to Avalon, saying, "Hey, I'm going to call you Avalon. Just go along with what Birdman and I say. We'll get you out of the situation." And just comes up and with the help of Birdman and Eros, you convinced the 12th house to just let them go, and you also convinced them to give you their own box that was theirs, that was clearly theirs, and they were just like,
They
"What?"
didn't need it.
They didn't. So it was obviously not that
Fuck
important to these
off.
people here. But nonetheless, once you're well away from the 12th district, Eros and Strike and Cotton kind of lay plans to get Talaria and Avalon out of the city, while uh, and then Eros and Birdman head to the 10th house to kind of uh, you know, get get the turn in for the job at the warehouse, get the actual, they have the full picture now with the box from Avalon and everything that they can use. While Strike and Cotton kind of lead Talaria and Avalon down through the tunnels of the Tortoise underneath the city, and uh, they have a talk during that time about uh, the undeath that has kind of been creeping in the world the last decade or so, and how that seems to have influenced the different houses to do the things they're doing, and how Talaria sees that as the reason why the Tarask is being able to quote unquote reproduce. There's also ghouls that the fifth house is kind of experimenting on that Cotton's aware of. Um, Talaria also mentions that uh talks about the clone spell that powerful wizards can do, that might have, they she's in their investigations, they have evidence that that's at play as well, to kind of mix these things kind of all together. But nonetheless, the tunnels, it takes a couple hours to kind of get them out of the city, but Strike and Cotton part ways with the elves and kind of promise each other to keep in contact with the development of the baby Tarasks and whatnot. Um, and at the 10th house, Eros and Birdman meet the Keeper of Secrets, Altapar, a human mage. Altapar is distracted by Eros because Eros kind of,
You ruined my sex life.
yeah, basically. We'll put it. I love that. We get lost in hijinks for a while related to his upcoming divorce. And you get paid nonetheless, bringing the Tarask diagram, the meat, the skull, to him. And then the group meets back up hours later at the Herald's Tavern. And there's a bar stool that begins between Care Hall's Yundum, who is a human pimp slash bard in the city. Um, he loses the duel and relinquishes his famous lute Bella, and this angers him, and he hires a bunch of thugs, promising gold he technically does not have, to get them to kidnap Eros. Was the inevitable kind of goal. Um, but with the help of Greendar, the tavern master, and Terry, your landlord, you were able to, um, as well as like a couple local wolf guards that were in the area. They eventually got Jim involved. You guys were able to stop this from happening and get uh, some of the thugs arrested. A couple of them died in the process, and then one of them gets turned into soup by the Coleoptid, one of the Ratus. Um, and that unsettles the party a little bit, as they have to get used to, you guys have lived in the city for a while, but as players, get used to the nastiness that is the city of Salt. Um, so we are going to be picking up uh the next day. Uh, let me uh
The day of Titan.
the day of Titans. Um,
How much time is left of the madness so I can mark that down?
that was late evening. Probably 12 hours gone off as you sort of sleep. Um, okay, this is the 12th month of the 18th month year. You're in the month of light. It is the second day of that, of the week, sort of. So the first two sessions kind of took up one day, more or less. And we're back at your apartment here. Strike. I'm gonna kind of walk your character so you can see what I've done here. And where things are located. Imagine that where this cave is, there's like a dilapidated building and whatnot. And you like dug it underneath next door to the dilapidated building and all that crap, right? And so I have your cave right next to that we talked about. So it's on the same map, so we don't have to jump back and forth a bunch of times. For where your children be. Um, so what do you want to do on this new
Well,
morning?
well. Uh, Time to establish what Eros does every single morning. Um, so first thing I need to roll is a D100. Okay, she is wearing clothes. so she
Good to know.
so she'll wake up, and she wakes up earlier than anyone else. Um, she this morning has decided to get
Bold of you to
dressed.
assume that I sleep.
Bold of you. Well, she tries to be like the first one up and moving.
Right.
So she gets up and she doesn't put on her. I'm considering her jacket in her picture to kind of be the magical armor that she wears, while the bra itself is more of an accessory piece. So she's not putting on the jacket. She's just gonna wear like this crop top with probably some just nice, kind of like the equivalent of what yoga pants would be in this world. Before she leaves, yeah, just nice, comfortable linen. Um, then she before she leaves the house to go to the closest market to pick up some fresh food for breakfast, because she'd only keep dry food since you don't have refrigeration. Um,
And we have fucking mice running around.
yeah, yeah, in a way. So yeah, the first thing she's gonna do is go to the market to buy food.
Okay. Um, that's fine. Okay. What are you looking for?
Probably looking for some fresh meat with like not really too heavy, like fresh meat and some bread, pretty much. Not too much of a thing.
Like already baked bread.
Yeah, already baked bread, like
Okay.
because otherwise she'd have to make that
So
for
okay,
hours.
so you're more probably going to one of the taverns, maybe one of the smaller shops nearby. There's like a bread shop or something, and then there's a couple other food shops that are nearby. And okay,
Maybe tomorrow she'll make omelets.
there was a table somewhere in one of the Salt and Winds things that talked about the economy and stuff that I wanted to refer to because I thought it was fun. So I'm trying to find that. One second.
Yo, fuck this economy, man. Kind of
Okay.
fucking shit.
This economy?
Yeah, this economy sucks. I'm a lawyer, trust me. I know about things like that.
We just saw our tavern guy just take a dead
Okay,
rat.
are you looking?
A little
Are
bit.
you okay? Are you looking for like Tarask meat, or are you looking for like beef or chicken?
Let's see.
Because to
See.
put it one way, Tarask meat, you literally there are places down the road that give away jerky. Like it's just there. It's like there's so much Tarask meat around. If you're trying to get something that's more rare, I guess, like literally chickens and beef is a lot more rare than Trask meat.
Well, it's more like she doesn't want the jerky, like anything that's been dried or cured, like something that's like, you could probably still feel the blood on it. Type
Okay,
of
so you're
fresh.
looking for an actual like steak or
Yeah,
something.
kind of like
Um,
steak that she could cut it up herself.
okay, but do you okay? Is it Trask?
Uh, it's probably going to be, let's say, 1 or 2 Tarrasque, 3, 4 beef, 5, 6 chicken. It's
Okay.
Tarrasque.
Trask is a little easier, is a little cheaper. That's all it is. To come by. Then and okay, but the bread person, they have biscuits, they have bread, they have crackers, as well. Um, a loaf of bread is 2 copper a piece.
Um,
And
okay, she'll buy 4 loaves, so 8 copper.
okay. And then your Tarask meat is 5 copper, like it's like a 5 copper per like 8 ounces.
8 ounces. Hmm. She
You can
could.
you could buy it in like you could buy a bigger chunk for like 3 silver. It's like a chunk the size of your chest, honestly.
The size of. Wait, which part of her chest?
Like your entire torso.
Oh, you
Part.
know.
Your entire torso, including your bosom, yes.
Okay. Which
Nice.
she would definitely say to the shopkeep, like, "Wow, this is some big meat.
Let me.
So
Um,
just 3 silver for all this?"
for this big chunk of Tarrasque meat, yes. I got some beef in the back that's a gold. And it's a gold for like a roast size of beef.
Mm. You know what?
My friends, if you have that beef. Okay, cool. My friends, I think they need it. I'll take that.
That's a fucking steal, dude. You eat that shit for days.
Here you go, 1 gold.
Okay. Okay. Takes the gold. Wraps up in like this parchment paper the meat for you.
While he's wrapping it, Eros is if there's I imagine there's probably a counter, right? It's probably like
Mhm.
a butcher shop type deal.
It's like a walk-in butcher shop. Yeah, it's maybe you can hold like the butcher, his counter, and 2 other people. But
Yeah. So she's like leaning on the counter while doing this, just looking at him, and says,
So, how's your sex life?
well, you know, there's I've eaten a little too much Trask meat in my life, so the mutation hit me in a odd place.
Oh, I think that's called impotence.
Uh, that's what it is. Yep. Just
Mm,
a big, fat, pussy like dwarf looking guy. Like you can tell he's lived a very hard life.
have you ever
Was
gone?
probably a god butcher in his younger years.
Have you ever gone to a cleric about that? Maybe.
Well, I either could save up about what is it? I went to the temple master, and 400 to 500 gold.
Oh my god.
I could use that for half a year to make my living better. So I questioned a couple steps of this greater restoration, he called it. But who knows?
Well, you know what? Sometimes, like Matilda always says, it's about pleasuring the client, not yourself.
Yeah. Kiana looks confused a little bit.
Eros then takes the meat. It's probably all wrapped up by now. And says,
Well, have a good day. Hope your dick gets better.
Well, it probably won't.
she's just saying that like as she's walking away, yelling it just out loud.
Uh, so to be a little clear as a DM, you certain people in the city have gone to the fifth house alchemists, and the fifth house alchemists have found ways to synthesize parts of the Tarask to allow for artificial and quote unquote probably immoral mutations of people um throughout the city. They at least a lot of god butchers do it to make their job easier within the Trask, for strength and resilience and whatnot. Adventurers in the fourth house do it a lot too, so they can resist the hordes of centaur and other crazed fae to the north. But nonetheless, you can. They are there's this whole mutation thing that this guy created for this setting. That's kind of fun. Um, but they're relatively expensive unless you can get a hookup. Like the cheapest one is 500 gold.
Hmm. The only thing Eros could even think about that is nothing useful for fighting people. Like she can't think of any reason why someone would want to get mutated in a way for fighting at all.
Yep.
Let your
There
mind
are
wander where it will.
yeah, yep. Mutations that exist are things like uh blind sight, uh regeneration, claws, spines, gaining an extra eyeball, uh extreme hunger.
Well, I
That one
imagine your
happens as like a
metabolism
failure.
changes when you gain new shit on your body.
It's kind of a randomized roll, or I'm gonna choose which one makes the most sense for your character, based upon what we've seen here. But there's a good number of them, and I'm gonna add a new condition to the game.
Oh.
Frenzied.
Oh,
New
Ooh.
condition. When a creature, okay, so this is maddening fervor. When driven to madness, and incontrollable, whatnot. When a creature gains this condition, you roll a 1d6. On a 1, the GM chooses a target for the frenzied creature to attack. On a 2 to 5, the frenzied creature attacks one randomly selected hostile creature. On a 6, the frenzied creature attacks an ally. When the target frenzied creature's attacks is knocked unconscious or killed, you reroll and select a new target. A frenzied creature suffers disadvantage on non-strength ability checks and attack rolls every round where it does not attack the target of its frenzy or take damage. The frenzied creature cannot cast spells either. And the frenzy condition ends when the duration of the effect that caused it ends, or there are no more hostile creatures for the frenzied creature to attack.
Hmm. Well,
So-
let's hope that Strike never gets that.
Just thinking that.
Because Strike will probably rip all of you in half.
Depending on what happens, you might get that.
Okay, sidetracked with mutations. You got bread, you got meat. Is there anything else you want to get in kind of the food market nearby?
No, that's pretty much it. She would just, as far as like anything else goes, she at most she probably go to the tavern real quick, Green Dar's Tavern, to get like some drinks, but that will be it. Like if his tavern's even open, which I imagine it is, since it's also an inn at the same time.
I missed that last part. I got distracted by a message that I shouldn't have read.
I was just saying, like, Green Dar's place is an inn, right? So it's open like all the
Mhm.
time.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so I would just go there for
Yeah,
drinks.
it's a Herald's Tavern and inn. It's a small inn. It's mostly a tavern. It doesn't have very many rooms, but yeah.
Oh my God, is everyone still here?
Yeah, because I didn't hey, well, delete some people.
hey.
Yeah, I slept here.
What? Oh, I thought we all went back.
Terry, I imagine this is where Terry just like eats most of his food, anyways. I'm gonna keep the Putori Scouts because they're cute. But yeah, I imagine the dancers, maybe one. They're probably one or two of them are probably still upstairs, so I'll put them near the stairs. There's probably maybe one of Carol's dancers. Down at the bar, probably, making what looks like to be some equivalent of like a hangover drink, like cracking an egg in there, Tabasco. Like it looks fucking disgusting.
What?
But
Nice.
Terry is probably just eating his breakfast. I don't get the impression Terry sleeps very much the more and more I think about him. Uh, I don't think his patron lets him sleep.
That's totally fucking. That is sick. I love that. He's like on landlord duty like his entire life.
Yeah.
Or he's always on the grind.
That's rough.
Nice.
Well, it's.
Landlord behavior.
I haven't quite decided who his patron is, but the class is called the Lord of Agony.
Well, fuck.
So, like, I haven't quite decided who that is yet, but I'm loosely leaning towards it being Ike and Arrow, honestly. But, uh, nonetheless,
Not my fucking worst proprietor I've ever had in my life. You're raising my rent again? What the fuck? Yeah, dude. Undead's down. Prices are up. So
well, for next month, you still have you each have to come up with 20 gold.
He has to come up with 5 more gold though, because he tried to attack Terry last night.
I don't have to do shit. No, hell no. Terry did not make that official. He just said he would, but he won't because he's a bit.
He remembers.
I know he remembered, but I didn't attack him, so fuck him. I did kill a man. No.
Okay.
So Eros, yep, walking in, would see Terry, wave to Terry. Hi Terry, how's the sex life? Enjoy your breakfast.
Camera loosely shows for a moment, and not that Arrow sees, right? I just want to narrate, like, the thought bubble above Terry comes up as he thinks about strangling you a little bit, and then stops, and then his head cocks as he watches you walk away. Obviously looking at your ass. And then
Obviously.
he doesn't say anything, but his didn't mean to make him super huge.
Jeez.
The thing grows ugly little bat wings and comes over to greet you.
So cursed.
He looks like this little hamster, but he has these weird like where these wings came out of his back, it was bloody and disgusting. Like he ripped his own skin. It looks disgusting.
This thing is so cursed.
No, it's
bro.
too cute.
Eros would still nuzzle it under the chin.
I must be the only normal person in this party because that thing is fucking scuffed.
No, as soon as that thing approaches, Strike takes a step back.
Well, you three aren't
You know,
here.
yeah.
I fucking
Well,
hate that thing.
You can, you're here on the map, but you guys can say you guys can enter the scene if you want, but
No,
you're not here at the
Birdman.
beginning.
Birdman's at home.
Nothing Cotton is like still in a room being insane.
Yeah, trying to keep your mind off things makes sense.
Uh,
Okay, the little hamster bat thing. Thank you, Eros. Thank you. Shake just like you're always so nice to shake just.
Aw. Well, if Shek just keeps being adorable, of course I'm going to be so nice.
Oh, I can only. I worked very hard for this hamster form to make you like me.
Well, your fur looks immaculate. Despite the, let me.
and she casts prestidigitation to kind of remove the excess blood splatter on the back of his fur.
There, all shiny.
His nose kind of shrivels in disgust, but then he looks at you and sees how beautiful and hot you are, and he stops in the process. And I have met Jesse here. Jesse's nice. And Jesse's like, what the fuck is this thing?
While all this is going on, Strike will take a few steps back towards Birdman and whisper to
Birdman
him.
is not here. I am at home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm not even here to save you.
Otherwise, he would have just said, "I fear no man," but this thing scares me.
Oh my god.
Strike just happens to be in the tavern at the moment, or whatever.
Walks into the tavern and sees that interaction, we can say.
Christ.
Do arrows if roll me an Arcana check.
Hi. Arcana 1. Oh, it's not bad.
Not bad at all. You needed an 11, so not bad. Shek Jess is not a hamster. You know that much. He looks very much like a hamster, but he's not a hamster. You're pretty sure Terry summoned him from another plane of existence? And he's taking on the form of a hamster to be as appealing as possible to people. You're leaning towards a demonic thing, is what he is.
The thing about that is, he's still cute and cuddly, so Eros
Exactly.
doesn't care.
You just know that he's evil. You know that however Eros interprets alignment. He's a demon. It's not he's cute, but you know not to trust him.
I don't think Eros trusts anyone. Well, she does, but I don't know.
Wow. I was gonna say wow.
Fucking rude.
Jesse not getting an answer of what he is. She just like goes
Oh,
back to
like
her
she
drink and
actually.
slams it.
Oh, I didn't even know she actually said that. Well, Eros would respond to that. Oh, he's like, a demon masquerading as a little hamster.
Yells back to the kitchen. Green tar, can I get another? That's just a lot for her to try to take in. You can tell she's probably relatively new to the city. There's just a lot she's seen the last however many hours or days she's been here.
So Eros would kind of like lean onto the counter and just like look at her as she's probably like hunched over in her in her drink. So, how are you feeling?
Check just skitters around the other side, and she. I'm alright, I guess. I appreciate you getting this hookup. I guess I just Green Dart comes in and what do you want? There's something a little hard. It's harder this time. Yeah, all right, a little early for me, but if that's what you want. I This city has a lot. It does. I just
Oh yeah, there's so much underneath that package of the city. It surprises me every day.
well. You said you would help us out here. What can I do today to help with that? If I can, I don't I don't like taking things for free. I like working my own way if I can.
Oh, don't worry. I'm it's not like I'm 100% going to get you a job. You still have to earn the job, of course. I'm just introducing you to some friends of mine. That's all. Don't worry. You'll be doing your work. And then she like kind of slaps the counter and says, "Greendar, I'm going to need some drinks for breakfast."
All right. All right. What do you what do you want? You want some hard like what she's having, or you
I
want some
don't I don't need anything.
sparkling water? We just got a new shipment of sparkling water.
How is the water sparkling? Is it cat piss?
No, it's clear. It's not yellow. I checked.
Oh. Uh well, I was just gonna get ale, but if you got water, sure.
Okay. Well, that'll be. Well, you want drinks for dinner? You want a pitcher? That'll be 5 silver.
One pitcher is all I'll need. Well, yeah, they can deal with it. And well, she'll put the 5 silver on the counter, and while waiting for him to do that, she'll say to Jesse, "So give me an hour. I have to eat something and get my compatriots to eat for once in the morning, and then I'll be back. And you, me, and your friends are going to go get you a new job. One that doesn't involve Caroline."
Eros, you hear Terry behind you. Before you go, I heard those noises last night.
What noises?
Kid noises. Playing, giggling,
Okay.
coming from your place. You sneaking in extra people without paying rent?
I don't have kids in my apartment.
Be true.
Well, I'll be coming by tomorrow. This is your warning to do a search just to make sure. There was a couple complaints of people. So, don't want to, everyone deserves peace in, living in my establishment.
Eris would like kneel down and like pat Terry on the head, saying, "I'm the girl that always makes sure that you get your gold for Birdman's."
Well, good. Good. Hijinxs, you ready? Hijinxs says no. Hijinxs want to be with Eros today. Terry is like, no, I don't trust you with that. Let's go. And he poofs Hijinxs and just makes Hijinxs just disappears. Let's see. Desummons him. And then.
He's
Alright.
probably screeching demonically when he disappears.
Fuck you, asshole. Yeah, probably. Terry starts to skitter and hop out of the room as fast as his little mouse buddy can. Not super fast. He's probably a little drunk after being up all night. And he, makes his way back to the establishment. So sometime tomorrow he'll come to investigate. What do you do?
That's not good. So he doesn't know that someone other than Eris lives in the apartment.
No, he knows about you and Birdman, but what Shrike is doing, he definitely doesn't know about.
Yeah, because I think Cot definitely made some noise last night. Like, I think she scratched up all her furniture because she was so nervous, and I don't know, wailed like cats sometimes do when they are distressed. So maybe that's the noise complaint.
Who knows?
And also maybe the kids, but I feel like if there's a cave, people wouldn't hear that.
I don't
Right?
think anybody noise complains against Birdman. I don't think they
No.
want to smoke.
They don't want. Oh.
If anybody comes by like, you're being loud, he just fucking makes a noise. Like
Just shanks them in the
would've
throat.
made. Yeah, they would have made like 2 days ago when they were being loud. I can't say anything. Like, our apologies. We will leave you now. Goodbye.
Okay. Eros makes their way back to the apartment.
Yes. And she will just. I have to move the character. So she'll be in front of the nice stone stove. That's the word I'm trying to look for. Stove oven. And she'll be cooking the meat on top of that. Nothing fancy, just, making sure it's edible. And that's about it. So the smell of food permeates the air apartment.
Cotton hears Eris come back and makes her way into the kitchen, hoping that she can distract herself. But upon seeing the meat, she just has to leave again because she can't really fathom eating meat, any form of meat right now, because she's so. Yeah.
Traumatized?
Cotton?
Yeah, definitely traumatized. Like she, oh hi Eris, and then she just, you see her kind of convulse. And maybe she's about to throw up, and then she just runs away and hides in her room. I don't know.
Perhaps I've heard a cat being terrified of meat.
Cotton? Cotton? What? I don't.
Yeah, she's
I have bread and water, clean water.
Thanks. I think I will eat later. And then does this apartment have windows?
No.
Okay, I think she's going to leave the apartment and just go outside. I mean, it's not like outside is going to smell any better, but I think she hopes that it won't smell of meat at least.
Okay.
Roll me a D100.
Okay.
I'd throw up.
Oof.
It actually doesn't smell like meat when you come outside.
Yes.
You don't smell Tarask blood. You don't smell meat. You actually just smells like open air, and you're just meat. You're very, very thankful You're not sure how long this is gonna last, though.
One time someone
At
wanted to
this
hunt me,
moment,
but you're not
like there
fraud.
was a strong wind that blew out most of the nastiness outside, or something.
Oh, Arrows just shrugs like, "Oh, okay. Well,
I'm on the roof making a
Birdman!
crack.
Attorney! AOC!
I guess he like stumbles out, like just like puts his head out the door, like he just opens the door like horror movie slowly and just peeks his head out the door. Yes, like
Meat? Breakfast?
he just blinks at you a couple times,
Are
and
you
then
gonna?
he
Can I eat or what?
closes the door. He goes back in, and then you hear a bunch of like, and then he opens the door. He's like, comes out, breakfast. He just comes out with like a book in his hand, like breakfast. Then comes and grabs breakfast.
For once, we're having beef. Not
We're
turtle.
having beef.
Now,
We're having beef.
wonder where Strike is right now.
Right underneath.
Probably Eros doesn't, being human, probably doesn't eat much of the beef. Probably making sure to give most of it to the others, since Cotton doesn't want her share.
Well, something's wrong with Cotton's stomach. I think she saw something that was
Soup.
really gross.
Soup.
What about Soup?
Soup. He just keeps saying it over and over again.
What's wrong with Soup?
Soup.
Oh, you mean the rat corpse thing?
Soup.
Oh. I guess someone would be grossed out by that, maybe.
Would be grossed out by that, maybe.
Well, you're not gross, are you?
Soup.
I'll take that as a yes. Here's some bread and water.
Bread. Water.
I'm gonna go find Strike now. And
Just rumbling from under the apartment.
There's
Find Strike now.
a very proper creak that comes from one of the major beams as the Strike is. He's probably digging, a little bit of tunnel.
I
He's
wonder
been
where
making those false
Strike
tunnels and things.
is.
Well, eventually, I guess she'll find Strike.
Yeah, he just looks up at you like you hear the rumbling. It's like, I wonder where Strike is.
Digging
Pops out
more
of the
holes.
ground like a mole. Yes.
Hi, Strike. How are you?
Just kind of trying to do my thing here. What do you need?
It's not what do I need. It's what do you need. And she holds forward a plate of meat, bread, and a glass of water.
This water is clean. Rare to see clean water in the city. Very rare.
Clean water. You're doing
And-
I assume?
No, Greendar said he got it. Only got it for 5 silver, too. I was gonna just do ale, but this is better.
You also eventually smell Strike. This is not Tarask meat, and it makes you salivate even more.
That beef?
Yes.
Oh, give me.
Yeah, she just hands you plate and shit.
And Strike takes it and goes back to the cave, and probably will give most of it to the kids.
I picture Strike like puts it in his mouth and then comes back to the kids and like blah, and like
Take it,
gets it
Dad.
back out.
Pretty much like that, yeah.
It's cute. And Cotton comes back in. She has kind of calmed down a bit.
when you come back in, because I think Birdman's or not Birdman is in the cave, but I think Eros is in the cave. You just see Birdman like sitting at the kitchen table. He's just like sitting at the kitchen table, like playing solitaire or something. Like,
Awesome. Is Eris still there?
No, she's in the cave. Well, she was in the
Okay.
cave, but she'll be making her way back.
Okay, Cotton goes over to Birdman and asks, have you seen the bread and water Eris apparently bought this morning?
he points at like where the stove is, and there's like probably another plate like set for you, like ready to eat. He has not touched it. He is very, very nice. He just like points at it.
Thank you. Attorney at crime, Birdman.
He points, he
and
just
she
points at it. He says, "Not Tarask meat, beef, bread, water,
Soup.
No soup.
Don't mention soup
She
right now.
she kind of puts the meat away, like she doesn't want to eat it right now. And she sees the water and is like, wow, this water is so clear. And instead of like drinking it, she puts her paw on it and then licks her paw. And is very content.
And you look at Birdman, he looks at his glass of water like, this water is so clear. It's like looks at it like he didn't think about it. Like he's like, forget. He like, got water, like did not think about whether it was good enough to drink or not. It's like, this water is so clear. Like puts it down and continues playing solitaire.
Yeah.
Birdman, you haven't seen water like that since outside the city.
Nope. I probably haven't seen water like that since I left the forest.
Like, so, okay. What do you want to do?
I'm just sitting at the table playing solitaire, man. Just chilling, being a birdman. You know how it is.
Cotton, what are you doing?
Cotton is still drinking the water
Okay.
and eating bread, trying to eat bread, but she's still
Uh,
nauseous.
Birdman, can you roll me an intelligence-based card set
An intelligence-based card set? Fuck yeah, dude.
to see how difficult of a solitaire game you're playing right now?
How bad I shuffled the fucking deck. Oh, actually, it's dude. This is like the easiest game of solitaire I've ever played.
Yeah,
That's
you're
crazy.
Like, he like has like half the deck already laid out, like if not more. Just
I've probably been playing. Yeah, I've probably been playing since Eris left, and oh my god, that's like a quick solitaire game too. I don't even have to like think about it.
Yeah.
Eris eventually comes back.
Oh, Cotton, you're kind of eating.
Yeah, I tried the water. I don't think I've ever had water like this.
This water is so clear.
Rare. It's probably like years and years since you've like water in the city is usually brown. You have it clear is yeah. It's maybe once or twice in your life.
Water is so clear.
As Eros strokes Cotton's fur like behind the ear, she would say,
Yeah, Green Dart just said he had a shipment of sparkling water. I thought he meant like, there was like cat piss in it or whatever, but no, it's just clear. For 5 silver.
The 5 silver is cheap as fuck. Like Green Dart gave you guys a deal. Cheap as fuck. For what this is supposed to be. You're thinking like he gave you guys a pitcher for 5 silver. Like this should be like 5 gold.
Yeah.
Like, so like obviously you guys made an impression yesterday.
It's because I helped.
Yeah, I think you really made a deal there. This is I haven't seen water like this in a long time, and I also haven't really run across it at the pier or something, or like at the warehouses.
I mean, yeah, I haven't really seen clean water either for 2 years now.
This water is so clear.
Yeah, very clear. Hey, Birdman, come with me. We're gonna get some some girls some jobs.
He like looks at you. He goes, "Hookers, some jobs. and then looks down at the solitaire set and goes. He's like gestures to it, like I am fucking busy. He's like I'm very perplexed.
And then we're gonna go help Altapar with his divorce.
We just gestures at the cards again, like bruh. I only have half the deck done, man.
Fine. Okay. As you guys are leaving your apartment building nearby the hole that you communicated with Strike, Eros and Birdman and Cotton, because you have super ear, like your passive hearing is better than just your general passive. You all three hear giggling coming from down the hole, and it's not Strike giggling.
Did I hear something? Someone? I'm not sure. I think I heard something just now.
Well, yeah, I heard something too.
Soup?
No, not soup.
No, not soup. Maybe also not rats.
He like has a hand on like a knife, and he's probably like stuck into the table. He's like soup.
I feel like a man with a knife in a world of soup.
You know, Birdman, if I don't know what you're gonna be doing today, but when you finish your game, if you want to find me, I'll be at the brothel, and then I'm going to Altapar at the 10th house.
Finish game. Brothel. 10th house. Hookers. Get jobs. Altapar. Divorce. Finish game. He looks down and continues playing solitaire.
Yeah, he'll be distracted. Cotton, what are you doing for today?
Well, I can't stop thinking about those dances we met last night. So if you're going to help, then I would like to accompany you. But also, I don't know if I'm just still like distressed from yesterday, but I can't help but think that I heard someone giggle down the hall. So I'm a bit I'm a bit stressed out, I must say, because I really want to do something for the girls we met last night, but I don't know if I'm in the right headspace today.
Well, if you want to come along, I don't have any qualms with that.
Sure, I will come along, and maybe I won't hear someone giggle anymore, so let's get out of here.
Kind of like, I imagine he kind of like caws like that sound like a bird makes, so they're annoyed, like, and then just like stands up, grabs the knife out of the table, and starts walking out. Someone giggled down the hall, and then kicks open the fucking door. And walks
I was
down the
going to
hallway.
go investigate it. You didn't have to do all that.
He just kicks the door down.
Eros follows
Like,
him.
no, you guys are busy. It's like,
She'll even like she'll look at the door and think for a second. Let's see.
Nah, I'll just mend it later. Fuck it.
mend it later. Fuck it.
When you come outside, Birdman, you hear not just giggling, you hear a guffaw from a somewhat deeper voice from down that little hall. That's
He looks at Eros and he's like, I'll do this if you go. Like, he like gives Eros that look of like, I will do this. You go take care of whatever you had to do. I will.
I just picture Birdman does the shoe motion.
Yeah.
Shoe.
Just get the fuck out of here.
No, I don't trust you.
He's just going to cannibalize whatever's down there.
He just like puts his hand up to his chest, like, what? Like, I was like, oh my god. Like, what do you mean?
Birdman,
Trust you.
you remember last time what you did to some random kids that weren't strikes?
He just like looks at you. He's like blinking, like
They were,
yeah. He's like looking at you, like yes.
and they were traumatized.
Mend them later. Mend it later. Fuck it.
No, I'm going to see what this is too. I don't want you causing anything in the early morning. Maybe later.
He just finish my game and goes back into the room. Goes back into the apartment.
What is with everyone just walking off today?
You just hear a fucking knife into a table. Fuck!
Everyone is just so weird this morning. Okay, we'll go investigate the sound. Do we need to roll a check for this?
He has a change of heart though. He comes back out.
Yeah.
Investigate
The warehouse?
the warehouse.
Investigate the warehouse.
You follow the noise
Off?
arrows. You follow the noise arrows easy enough, and you think you understand what Terry was talking about. I don't know. We've loosely talked about Strike's kids, but I don't know how much interaction your characters have had with Strike's kids. Because
Apparently, I've had a lot of interactions with Strike's kids. If I'm willing to kill other kids and not Strike's kids,
apparently.
You
So,
know what Strike would do to you.
yeah.
I guess there should be. Strike has. It's been like 2 years or 3 years that these kids have been part of his life. So you're just getting the impression whatever Strike and the kids are doing down there they're making a lot of noise, and then you hear a little bit of rumble and shuffle. Strike, you don't know what caused it exactly, but the two twins distracted you so Rogar could kind of test his mettle against you and try to like do an ambush on you in this Civ, and you got Leandra's help. They were just kind of doing it turned into this like playful wrestling match, and now like part of the foundation is rumbling a little bit because Strike is fucking
Strike.
strong. So you're where the expansions that Strike has done in the last 24 hours of the tunnels have opened up some of the acoustics a little bit in odd ways. And you're also getting the impression the foundation is a little weaker for this dilapidated building that's kind of above this area. So something Terry probably is going to notice. So what do you do?
I hope we don't have to pay more rent for this and like get evicted. I don't want to go back.
I mean, Terry won't evict us. But I thought Strike kept the kids farther than this. Or last time. Must have moved them closer or something.
When you come in there, Strike's just kinda on his back, laughing a lot. Pretends like he's trying to fight them off, but kind of also just plays along. Just having some fun with him.
Oh. Well. Strike? Kids?
Yeah.
And like rounding back little corner, seeing all this, saying, "Guys, you're. When did I thought you were like deeper in the caves?"
I
Usually.
could hear you giggle in the apartment.
And then
Terry's gonna notice
and then-
something soon.
And then Birdman giggles.
Oh yeah, Birdman just imitating everything.
Yeah.
I have to giggle like I don't know.
Guys, we could hear you
Yeah, we can hear you from the apartment.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Finish my
And
game.
Terry, I guess this is what it was about. Terry said there was like noise complaints, and he thinks children are nearby. He's
Birdman
not.
looks at you hella confused when
He's
Terry
not
when you
wrong.
say Terry said noise complaints. He's like, the fuck? Like,
But Strike just kind of points around him at the kids and goes, shrugs. He's not wrong.
Well, yeah, he's not wrong, but I mean, you technically aren't a part of the apartment, so we don't have to worry about rent for your behalf. But you know he's
I
gonna
mean, does
cost things.
Dug this whole tunnel with my own 2 claws. No way am I paying rent for it.
I mean, I'm not saying pay rent.
yeah, but whose ground is this? Is this Terry's ground? Does Terry like own the earth underneath this building as well? Because yeah, I don't know.
Well, Harry's patron would probably like to think that.
Hmm.
and then Birdman like finger gun snaps you, and he's like, it's like waiting for somebody to like say it. He's like, patron, think that.
Look, I don't care that all of you are here. I just
Oh,
don't want anything bad to happen, okay? That's all I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
how
but
am I supposed to know if Terry doesn't just
Hmm.
come in here and tries to do something and might try and get Jim involved as well?
I don't know Terry well enough. Do you think he would do something about like what would he do about this? Would
Terry
he?
won't evict us.
Like, yeah, he won't evict us, but you know, kids,
Kids.
you strike, and I don't know if Eros can perceive like any of the potential structural damage or not.
How much damage did I cause?
Seth?
And then
Yeah,
Birdman makes the
Um,
he makes the rumbling sound that he heard all the way up in the apartment.
um, it's not like going to collapse like immediately, but it doesn't look. There are certain parts of what's above. You don't get the impression the tunnel. Like he's a good digger. The tunnel's fine, but he is destabilized. What the building above is like a little more rocky. Like if Strike wanted to run into a wall of this building, he could probably bring down the building up above.
Okay.
Which it's probably, even though it's a dilapidated rundown building, it's probably like part of Terry's what he owns here. Like it might be a storage thing or something like that. That's what I'm getting.
You're also kind of messing with our foundation too.
Yeah, and I don't think we have enough gold to buy some wood and I guess support the tunnels and maybe the foundation a little bit more. Like I've been through tunnels before many times, but I've never built them. Or
I suppose it's about time to dig a little further.
Yeah, you don't have to go too far. Just far enough from Terry. That's all.
It's easy enough. It's not like he can move very far or very fast anyway.
Right. And also, kids, just be careful. Got it?
Don't worry, I'll keep an eye out for him. And Rogar speaks up. What is the Squamata?
It's
Which is lizard dragonborn hybrid race that I made. So he is the older of the group, you all know. And The others just kind of murmur and smile and fine, we'll be quiet. I just
mean,
Maybe Birdman can give you a card game. You could be that's a quiet game.
Finish my game.
I mean, the way he plays his games, sometimes it doesn't get quiet. It gets very loud.
Finish my game.
If you want to go finish your game, just go finish your game. You don't have to wait to, finish off. Just let it out. Don't have to edge yourself so much.
Birdman pulls out another deck of cards and just flicks it.
Why don't we all just play together?
And then walks away. Like that's what he does. He just walks back up the tunnel and goes.
Well, as far as playing together goes, I have other priorities from the itinerary. I would just say, if the tunnels are very expansive, right, Strike? So plenty of other places
It's like
to make all the
2
noise
years
you
worth
want.
of digging.
Yeah, exactly. Plenty of places to make noise otherwise. Just up here, don't let the mouse landlord know that you're here. Also, Terry's going to be
Also-
inspecting this place and tomorrow. So,
Oh, that's perfect time to play some hide and seek. What do you say, kids?
I want to go with Auntie Eros. You said we could see the city when we move closer in.
Suppose I did say that. All right, fine. But I'll be going too.
There's nothing.
Leandra nods. She's slightly bigger than Cotton, even though she's like half Cotton's age. She's a Pumthera, which is like panther sort of, if not like mountain lion kind of thing. Jaguar maybe. Different than Tabaxi. I see Tabaxi as like cheetah. So, but nonetheless, she's very sneaky.
sure, if you all want to come along, I don't mind.
Cotton, I was practicing my footsteps. You showed me last week, the 1, 2, and then you get on all fours and do the little. I want to show you. I almost got the sneak down.
Show me a sneak.
She gets down on all fours and like goes around and runs out the room and all right. Breaks line of sight from you as she goes outside and is gonna roll a stealth check.
Hmm.
And then like kind of sneaks back in the room and like is climbing on the walls and like jumps right behind Cotton and Eros and scares the shit out of you everyone.
Huh. Holy shit.
Very good. Let's hope that you don't need to make use of that today. The city might not be as fun as you're hoping, but
What do you mean? It's
let's
like
go.
totally fun to sneak in the brothels all the time.
Totally
Yeah,
fun.
but-
Sneak into brothels all
Don't
the
give them
time.
any ideas.
This
What
young okay, was after brothels. This young girl raises her hand. Auntie Eros,
Yes.
and her name is Althea. Althea.
Althea.
Althea. What's a brothel?
Well, a brothel.
Don't.
What?
Don't.
Tell her.
What do you
Why
mean?
wouldn't you tell her?
Hook her some jobs.
What's
Birdman
wrong?
Yes.
What's wrong?
Slap you.
Her sister then raises her hand. Her sister's name is Adira. Uncle Birdman, what's a hooker?
I can't
Like
answer
just
that.
sinking his head into his claw, into his paws.
Well, I can answer that question easily. A hooker is also a prostitute, but a hooker does not work at a brothel.
Birdman looks at you confused, like, huh? That's not how it works. It's like, the fuck?
That is
What?
exactly how it works.
Huh?
Yes, that is how it works. Can we move on now, please? And just
Donovan kind of moves forward, and he's a Canis teenager, and over to Eros, and then looks at Althea. And my mom was a prostitute. It's not really something you all want to be, trust me. But hey, we're going to the city, right, Uncle Strike?
We
yes,
can
we're
look for
going
a
to the
card
city.
game for you guys. And you can play solitaire as well.
Well, there's not much we can do now other than help Uncle Strike dig the tunnel further back. We appreciate you keeping us here.
Well,
Errol and Auntie Eros, I thank you for breakfast and dinner. And Leandra says, "What was that meat? I've never had that until today. What was that? It was so good.
that was beef. It comes from cows.
What is a cow?"
Uh, how to
None of these kids have grown up outside the city. They all and cows are not common in any way, shape, or form.
how? Okay.
Ooh. I have a question. I am
As
a
a ranger, you
I
would
am a
know
ranger.
you would know of bison,
Yeah.
and then you would know the humans in across the way that are Eros's ancestors
Right.
domesticated and made cows, but cows
Right.
are not part of this culture.
Okay, I am a ranger. Would I have like a field guide on me? Like, I imagine like a ranger keeps a field guide, right? Like, if you've seen something, you
What is your
describe
order
it.
again? What class?
I believe I am a hunter. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I imagine you have like a hunter's survival guide, you know?
Yeah. So I kind of bust out my hunter survival guide and show a picture of like a bison, or like a cow. It's like, I just like, cow. Just like point at it.
Oh, cool,
And
Birdman. I was not going to be able to explain this.
Althea runs over and is like, "Ooh, Strike, can I get one?"
Would we keep one?
Good luck even finding one.
The bison exists far to the south of the city, but yeah, that where Green Dart got this beef is Birdman. This is imported from like another continent.
It was a dwarf that got the beef, but yeah.
Yeah, nonetheless, imported from another
Imported,
continent.
though, yeah.
I think that's far expensive. If we found one, you would. I don't think we could afford it. So
Soup.
I'm sorry.
Would we keep it though?
Beef stew.
Soup. Beef
No,
stew.
When Strike hears soup, he too just goes kind of.
So, do the aunties and uncles lead the children through a montage in the city?
Well,
yes.
Hell yeah.
Eros is like I think Eros's whole thing is she just goes where she wants to go. So she would first go to the tavern to pick up the dancers, and then she'd go to the brothel.
Think Birdman would not go on a field trip with the children. I feel like he would go try to find like another job or go take care of the 10th house thing like a little bit before Eros gets there. Because he is not a babysitter. He is very, very unhinged. He is not a good uncle. It's like,
Yeah, probably not the best idea.
probably not a good idea to be carrying, like, watching over a bunch of children.
Well, you do realize because of this claim that eventually we need to have a very awkward session where that's all you do.
Yes.
Like I physically I come out into the city and rob homeless people
Yes.
like on a daily. Like,
I just would love
I
that
come up
scene
and
where
nick
you're
shinies.
teaching them these things, and then they come back and show
Oh my god.
then the pure heart Adira comes back and shows Strike hey, look what Uncle Birdman showed me. This is how you slit a guy's throat.
Look. If we're gonna have a Birdman, there has to be an Eros day as well.
Yes.
I just stares blankly, thinking about all the ways to gut Birdman.
They come back after the day with Eros, and all the girls want new clothes, and
Oh my god, dude, that would suck so bad.
Okay. Well, all right.
Yeah.
Eros is going to the 13th house. Birdman's going to the 10th house. Okay. Strike is taking the youngins out for a city experience. And what is Cotton doing?
I mean, Cotton wanted to help the girls
Mhm.
from their tavern, but now she also wants to buy a card game for the children. So seeing as seeing how since Eros isn't coming with hanging out with the kids, I think maybe she's kind of conflicted right now because she has two things to do. So I was wondering whether some of the kids, the kids that want the card game or whatever, I don't know who would want the card game. They could come with Cotton and Eros, and maybe Cotton could also explain what a brothel is once they're there. So I don't know.
Well, we are going. I'm going to the 13th house because that's where all the fun's at.
Fun, yeah. I don't know how old are you guys again?
Eros is 26.
It's complicated.
Very.
No, I meant the children.
Oh,
They're in their tweens to teens. The twin drow kids, you're pretty sure around 11 or 12. They don't really know. It's just the best you guys can gauge, honestly. The Pumthera, just judge Leandra, judging by her size, is about the same age as them. Donovan is almost full grown for a Canis.
Roga would be the oldest of them.
Yeah.
16 or 18, I think it was.
Yes, somewhere, yeah. And then Donovan's about between them, all of them, the Canis guy. So, but Donovan and Rogar, the two Animaesus, the two males, are almost full grown. Both of them are, for their species, I guess. The others still have quite a bit. All the twins, they look 12. They look 13. They don't, they don't look very much older than that.
They'll probably look like that for the next 100 years. So
Isn't it going to be weird if a group of this group just goes from the city? Wouldn't they be noticed, especially the dark elves or whatever? Twins are.
Drow this young, yes. Would be
Nice.
weird to see walking about in the city, but it's not necessarily it's gonna draw attention, yes. I don't know if it'll I don't know. It's probably not bad attention. Most of the drow hang out over by where you guys were yesterday in game. Over in the 12th house district, which is most of what's over here. So the so yeah, little out of place. The rest of them no. Animaesus are common throughout. So are Dragonborn, and Rogar kind of looks more like he kind of adopted more of his Dragonborn heritage, it seems.
And while out in the city, Strike would try his best to instill into them whatever the Birdman does, do the exact opposite of that.
The Birdman has left by now, so he is gone.
That's just for future reference.
Yeah, He like I imagine like you say that, and then the first thing they see is me like slide under a fence. Just like yeah, just like hooting and hollering and cawing, running off into the distance.
Yeah, kind of like that. Don't do that.
Wonder where he's going.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we should take we should take the kids with us. Eros, could you? I mean, I trust you that you can help the girls from last night, but I really have my heart out for them. I guess. Please make sure they're okay. I'm
Yeah, of
okay.
course. I'm doing this to help them, obviously.
Yeah, I know. I
If that-
know.
If that scumbag tries anything again, let me know.
Oh, I don't think Caribbeus is gonna be able to do too much more to them anyway.
There's so many Ribiuses in this town. You can't kill all of them strike.
That a challenge?
Please don't
No,
challenge.
it isn't.
We don't need Jim on our asses with that.
Yeah. Killing probably like half the population of this town.
Well,
Anyways,
if no one's coming with me, I'll just go grab the dancers and I'll be on my own way.
Greg would
okay.
just give the kids free reign who they want to go with. Because he trusts them all.
Cotton is going to go to some market and buy some toys for the kids so they can come with her and select a toy. Because she got money yesterday, so she has some money left, right? So to spend, to be generous.
Okay. You did. Does everyone have money on their sheet for what they got
Yes.
last time?
I hope I did.
If you don't remember, it was 200 silver and 18 gold, minus whatever you spent at the tavern.
Plus
Yeah, I did write it down.
plus
I
whatever
had
else you have on you.
40 gold to start with. That would put me at 78. I spent 2 gold. I got 76. That's accurate. Yeah, got it.
So I could like buy one toy maybe for all of the kids so they can like choose one. Where were we going?
And Strike would slide you a few gold pieces as well. I'm something nice.
So
And for
kids,
yourself too.
where would you like to go?
Adira is probably one of the first to speak up. She would want to go see one of the temples, really. She's not really too interested. She's just heard about these things. Was curious about them. And Althea wants to go I don't know. She just wants to see the city and see all the different people. I kind of get the same feeling for Donovan. But Leandra would, I don't know, what some sort of tinkering like mechanical toy I think would be interesting to her. And then Rogar wants a practice sword or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I
something
see. Quite the diverse range of interests today. I would say, where's the temple? Let me think.
None of this stuff sounds like anything I'm dealing with. So, I'll see you all some other time then?
Yeah, maybe tonight.
Well, obviously. Unless everyone dies. Or ends up
Yeah,
running
well,
off into a love fantasy. I wonder how often those things happen.
Sometimes I can't follow your train of thought.
Fucking weird.
And so then Eros would just, if no one stops her, she's just gonna go to the tavern, grab Jesse, her friends, and head off to the 13th house.
Okay. Okay.
the temple's up on Sage's Row, right? That's also near the Tailstone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like that's not a good place to go. Be kind of smelly.
Sage's Row is not very safe either. um,
Yeah.
the city is well known to have like the wizards and mages that run Sage's Row. They have experimental testing fields just outside their shops.
Yeah, we will not go there, kids. I'm sorry.
Very well. That's not the only place that are temples. That's like one of the main temples is there, like the biggest one. But the Temple of Reason is let me bring up my thingy.
When you say the Temple of Reason, what is the Temple of Reason? Like, what do they worship like a god there? Is it like a big ass library or what?
Math.
They do math there? Fuck.
No.
Fuck that place.
Math? You do it in front of kids?
They worship someone they call the Monad. You can roll a religion check to learn equivalencies of what that means exactly. But
Yeah, sure.
yes, it is a college more than anything. They have this
Oh, do I get advantage because it's like, wait, is it like a city only thing, or is that like an actual thing?
what does your natural explorer thing do again?
It is. Let me read it for you. It says, where is it?
Okay.
When you make an intelligence or wisdom check related to your favored terrain, your proficiency bonus is doubled if you are using a skill that you're proficient in. So no, I'm actually not proficient in religion, so it wouldn't help me really.
Okay. We'll say though the DC wasn't extremely high. Okay. This is a how do I word this?
Well, that means all my perception rolls in this city are fucking wild.
Yeah. The Monad is a figure of aether, as best to put it. It is a reinterpretation of an older Animaesus god. His name was Ray's, that over the last 200 years has kind of adopted its own weird sect within the city. The Monadists believe in very odd perspectives of the mortal and supernatural realm. Like they have these sermons that basically try to destabilize any power or clout or reputation that is gained on the material plane. They kind of adhere to like the universe is the all encompassing like ruler sort of. Um the their he Monad exists out beyond the realm kind of existence. He doesn't have like a physical form, and it's like they almost like worship like dark matter in a way, and that's kind of who Ray's was to the Animaesus, is like this creation that's opposite to life in a way. So Hod is also like what Ray's did to kind of purify himself. Hod like what Ray's gave birth to him, I guess, in the simplest terms. Gave birth to Hod and like purified himself from this like darker connection to the world so he could exist in the material plane, but in so doing he corrupted his own child. And so the Monadists do have this like belief that the death of Hod has destabilized the world and the destruction of his tower was a bad thing. They have this weird perspective on things. A lot of people don't agree with them. But they teach a lot about the cosmos, astrology, alchemy. They try to understand what really are the powers of the universe. Magic is something that they use, but they don't trust it. The Monadists trust more things that I don't know. They have a very odd backwards thing. I hope that makes some sort of sense. So, but you going there is not a place for kids. I think we should put it that
Yes.
way. There are other temples, but in general, religion in this city is not a big thing in any way, shape, or form. For many, I hope, obvious reasons by this point, morality is not, questionable at best most days. In this city, you aren't if you're not gonna find like a true temple other than that. And like there are shrines and like, maybe in someone's house, or maybe you go to like a knickknack shop or something like that, you might find something. There uh other than maybe something that is in one of the older parts of the city, you might find something to one of the older Animaesus gods, or if you go to some of the parts in the which are, probably some of the parts over here in the construction area, there's probably dwarven quote unquote forge temples to Moradin. And
Okay.
then we could insert other idea, if there's like something else that could make sense. But in general, she's asking for something that would be difficult to find in the city. Adira is.
I think the kids and Cotton are just going to go up this bigger street that ends at the wall between the Beast Crown and the throat. And maybe they can look at the shops there if there are any, and stroll around if the children see something that Cotton can afford and that they want. She might buy it. Maybe they will find a sword and a new toy for Leandra, and maybe they could look at the clothes at Musawa's textiles if Eris's not seamstress, tailor has like a window front or whatever, and then maybe they can meet up with Eris at the 13th house, and because of course Cotton wants to protect the children, but I don't she isn't that good that she wouldn't I don't know, they're not gonna die if they see shit, whatever. They can see a brothel, so it's okay.
I'm pretty.
Strike is just overly protective.
I am
Yeah, I don't know.
confident that Arrows has walked in the caves naked once or twice.
Yes.
But that's different
And-
because arrows is arrows.
Yeah, but Cotton probably is they have to know to be able to protect themselves, if Strike was so overly protective, he would just end up hurting them, because in this city you can't be that naive.
They have gone through quite a bit of combat training. In the city, the way it is, it would be pretty stupid not to.
I'm saying that you need to teach children about sexuality and sexual things, so they have the language to describe things that might happen to them.
And don't learn from Arrows, because she will be terrible.
Well, but anyways, maybe that's different. A play for a different day, but now it's shopping time.
Okay. In the immediate, kind of market district, this is a thriving city that has hundreds of thousands of individuals that exist within the city. So it's overwhelming for many of these kids that aren't used to it. Some of them grew up outside the city and kind of got sucked into it. Some of them, they did grow up in the city and parents' life happened. They don't really have those connections for whatever reason anymore. We can kind of develop those as we go. I don't think that makes sense right just now. But the first thing that's easy enough to find is, some sort of adventuring shop sort of thing that, is a common position within the city, I guess. And it's a decent size, place that the kids kind of run into, get distracted by just simple things like grappling hooks and crazy like extensions. Just seeing all this rope in one place at one time, and they eventually find back there. This shop has a couple weapons and stuff that are on the walls, and Rogar's looking at a couple of them, and the others kind of get distracted with caltrops and things that are just like there that you don't see every day, hunting traps and things like that. And the most stuff in the shop seems pretty averagely priced on the whole. It's run by a group of human brothers, I imagine. um
Hmm.
Adventuring, we'll say, The the Denver Brothers Adventure.
Denver Brothers, I see.
The
Hmm.
Denver Brothers
Nice.
Adventures. Shop, probably a trio of them. They're probably each of them are like 5 to 10 years apart. And one, probably I'm gonna say probably unsure if they're half elf, just because one of them looks very old and still you know, is still around, like ticking. So the probably had elf on one side of their family, and some connection, and drow elf, not pale skin elf. And the Rogar, a practice sword is easy enough. Like it's like I don't know, 5 copper or something. That's not too bad. If you wanted to get him, they have a couple actual swords. The Denver brothers are pretty evenly priced. 5 copper for a practice sword. If you wanted to get Rogar a practice sword, a real long sword, I think, is a couple gold.
Yeah, but it's too dangerous for a child, I think. So, Donovan, have you found something that you like this practice sword over here? What do you think about this one? Is it okay?
Yeah. Rogar, what do you think? I was looking for something a little sharper. But, yeah, Donovan and I could practice with that.
Okay. So let's buy 2 of them, right?
Okay, that's a silver.
She goes up to the Donovan brothers. Good morning, my dear gentlemen.
My good day, cat lady. A couple practice swords for your kids. None of them are cats, so he raises an eyebrow.
Yes, for my children.
And well, good. Yeah, silver. Do you just fine for that?
My silver, yeah. I see. Having this many children, I'm kind of short on money. Do you think we could negotiate it negotiate the price a little?
Raises an eyebrow. Looks around at the kids. Roll me a persuasion check.
Let's see.
Well, I try to give back to the community. We'll say 2 for the price of 1.
That sounds like an excellent deal, sir. Thank you. My kids are so very grateful. Isn't that right, children?
They all nod, and like the 2 drow come up with their big puppy eyeballs, and Donovan just does the really good puppy look, just and like does a little whimper. And Rogar's just crossing his arms, just kind of like not really part of this, and Leandra's distracted by something. I imagine probably her tail, and the as kittens do, and the all right, 5 copper for both then.
Okay.
So.
She hands the men 5 copper. Have an excellent day.
All right. Hey, you too. Anytime Denver brothers are here, next time you need any adventuring gear, you hear one of the older, as he turns around, his older brother. You are too goddamn nice. We're never gonna make any money being that nice. Yeah, but it's about making relationships. That's what it's about. Yeah, I guess. Also about making money.
Just
Walk
be
out.
happy Eros isn't there.
You would get them for free, maybe. Would both of you working together? Yeah, I'd definitely get them for free. Okay.
I could also get it for free. It's not that big of a deal.
It's called the 5-finger discount.
Yeah.
I mean, Cotton is like a very skilled thief, so maybe she will steal something as well, but not in this shop because they've been so generous. Maybe they could be even more generous without being aware of it, but yeah.
Forced
For now they
generosity?
leave. Generosity?
Stealing is just forced generosity.
Yes, excellent. It's true. That's what I meant.
The 5-finger discount, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what is Strike doing?
Strike would probably be looking around some other shops, trying to find some various knickknacks, maybe some new toys. Very likely trying to figure out to buy some new clothes as well for them. That's where he's kind of stumped because he's Strike. He only wears a loincloth most of the time. He doesn't even know what fashion is, and is just holding up various items of clothing, like maybe a dress here, some pants there, and scratching his head. What do I do with? Damn, I wish Eris was here. And just kind of buys a whole lot, trying to figure out what works.
Okay. The general, we can flavor the look of these as much as you want, but you have degrees of, clothing as per the player's handbook, right? We got common clothes, costume clothes, fine clothes, and traveler's clothes. So what kind of is the equivalent that you see of these?
Probably more a bunch of common clothes and maybe some costumes.
Do you go to Musello's or do you go to a smaller shop?
I just remembered.
I'm trying both. Because why
Okay.
not?
All right. Musello's is fine garments. Definitely. They have a larger variety of things, to be sure. But they're also going to be, slightly more expensive because of these things. Most of the stuff that the Musello is what we decided he was a gnome.
I actually don't know what he is.
Well, then I'm gonna say
I
no.
thought he was a mouse.
Oh, mouse. No, that's Terry.
Mouse, Musello? Makes sense.
He's a rat.
I mean, like, I just thought of the name Musello, and then like he's the tailor, and that was as far as I went. So
Okay.
Huh.
How about a weasel?
Weasel. Cool. He's a Mustelli, which are the
Yeah.
weasel. Okay. He is definitely trying to lead Strike. The finer fabrics, we have this beautiful silk. Beautiful, precious linen. You could go cotton. Yes, it breathes better, but you will never feel the same.
I just remembered I wanted to also sell my shit at Musello, so Eros would probably make a hairpin turn, like, nope, I gotta go sell some shit first.
Comes in the middle of Strike. Oh, Eros, your friend has finally come in to call in the friend recommendation. I told they all would get that discount.
Of
Oh,
course,
he
I'm so glad
chatters
you're
his
here.
weasel teeth.
Oh, you're glad I'm here. I mean, I'm always glad when people like it when I come. So, Musello, I have something I want to sell you.
I must finish my first tale with this beautiful badger, and then, yes, we will get to you. So, Badger, you wanted 7 of the fine clothes for your young children, yes?
Still quite undecided.
Well,
Maybe
this beautiful silk dress, for the young lady, is considering the size, 12 gold. Easy. Beautiful. Don't you think? It would he described her with the Pumthera dark fur, something like there's something quite rare I've heard in their culture. Eros, just beautiful, don't you think? What was her name? Leandra, you said, yes?
yes, Leander. But 12 gold for it seems quite steep. Paris,
It is
help.
of the finest silk. That is standard price.
I mean, he's not wrong. I remember the last bit of lingerie I bought cost me, what was it, 20 gold? Ah, it feels so nice.
We could go for some more common, spools of canvas or cotton, but I just don't think it would do her dark fur justice.
Something in the middle ground, kinda. Yeah, I do want them to have some finer clothing. I want them to feel good in it and stuff, but I don't think I can afford it for everyone.
So it's just for the one would be the 12, right?
Well, that's for one of her size. For one of your buxom beauty, that's closer to 15 to have it fit right.
Well, I mean, obviously, but you know my measurements in and out anyway. I would
Yeah.
say, as she would feel the silk. Yeah, she should totally have this. And oh, wait, but is this the right color? I don't know. It mixes well with the black. Maybe should it be more vibrant, subtle? Trying to
You're looking for vibrance. It is only these that I have, and 15 gold. If you want something more utilitarian, we could work something out. I think I have something on one of the back tables. A gentle ladies' traveling clothes of sorts, cape and jerkin to help keep the rain off. 2 gold, 3 if you wanted something very fancy, but no by near as much fun. Eros, your friend, just doesn't understand fashion.
As Eros starts petting Strike's fur. It's fine. He doesn't have to understand all of that. You know, some people are virgins to the ideas. We 12 gold for Leandra's dress.
Eros, thank you. Thank you very much for your business as always. I will package it up.
As for the others, we could think about some things otherwise. But come on, this would be so cute. The silk, her fur, it's smooth.
You make a good point. All right, 12 gold. 12 gold it is.
I'll pay for it. It's on me.
Thank you.
As for the others, they might feel bad about it, but I'll make it up to them later after another big job. I kind of want to keep what I have on me right now. Let's just do for them. Let's get them all the cloaks. Yeah. 2 cloaks for girls and 2 cloaks for boys.
Just the cloaks. Good enough. A gold for each, so 4.
I'll take that.
Yes.
I'll handle that one too. Clothes are on me.
Now, I will have to be busy the next week to keep up with this demand. Thank you. Thank you. Please spread the word of where you got your beauties that you wear.
Oh, you know I love to spread it. Just for you.
Arrows. Okay. Birdman arrives at the 10th tower to see Altabar again.
Yeah. If he can pick up any like odd jobs on the way over, like while he's in the tower, that'd be cool too. Like if there's anything crazy going on. But yeah, he needs to go talk to Altabar anyway, because he's the man. So
Yeah. They're the only jobs that are immediately available right now are there's lots of labor jobs right now because
Ooh.
people are setting up for the Festival of Blood that happens annually at the end of this month. So they're starting to set up the levees and sandbags and things around the city to
hell no. My joints are
allow
fucked. What the hell with that?
the blood to flow from the femoral artery that gets cut on the Tarrasque every year to it's kind of
Oh yeah, hell no. I have an 8 strength. My
uh
joints are fucked.
other than that, it's not an immediate thing. But related to the Festival of Blood is kind of general like security sort of stuff. Like, a couple of houses are looking for people to like watch over parts of their yards or whatever during this festival to make sure people don't fuck with stuff. Pretty quiet right now for jobs.
Yeah. And then yeah, I guess he just goes and talks to Altapar about the divorce. He shows up like, hey, I heard you need a lawyer. Like,
You're okay. So
I do divorces.
Altapar is in his office on the upper floors of the tower. The door is slightly open. You see his weird blonde, tuffy kind of faux hawk thing on top of his head, kind of in the lamplight of his dark room before you probably see him. Long, he has the long kind of mage robes and stuff, middle-aged human. Tattoos and stuff down his face and things like that have weird runic arcane symbols. Probably hears the door a little bit as you come in, raises up. Birdman, I was just about to summon you. You don't read minds, do you?
Don't read minds.
Nods. You were there in the conversation yesterday with Eros. I am curious, if you would accept 2 things. I need a good attorney, and I've heard you're one of the best. And 2, how do you and your friends feel about getting your hands dirty?
He like looks at him and he's like, He's like thinking of what to say. He says one of the best. It's just one of the best.
Good, good. I haven't heard
I
from
do.
this.
Oh, that's no, I lied. The catchphrase. I do crimes. It just says that. I do crimes.
Good. My wife has committed a heinous one, I believe.
It could be a crime.
She's trying to steal
Says in
everything
Cotton's
from me.
voice.
She's trying to steal everything from me for simply being confused. So I need you to spin whatever you do with your whatever you do, and it'll hopefully work all out. Now, in order for this to work completely in my favor, I need. No, I want and need, desire my wife to stay in this relationship because my wife is. This divorce should not matter. I need to get it thrown out. But as long as she has Hardy, she will fight the courts, escape with these things. Hardy, because of your bar fight yesterday, was arrested. This gives us about 24 hours probably before his release from the first house. I close the door, if you will, before I continue.
He closes the door. He like walks over, like walks out, make sure
Okay.
there's nobody out there, and then closes the door.
Good. He casts a spell, casts another spell, and one on the door, one just kind of around the area, and then kind of sits down. And I need. My wife is connected to a few of the houses, and her connections have helped me, but I don't think they'll help me anymore. It'll be better if she's a widow. It'll be better if Hardy's out of the way. Do you agree? Well, no, if I'm the widower, whatever the word is. I get confused sometimes. You're going to kill her and her boyfriend for me, and we're going to frame it as a lover's spat. And this, therefore, will leave me with her connections and no worry of disgrace in the city from word getting out of my infidelity with Eros.
Birdman looks at him. He looks up at the sky with that thinking emoji look. He says, "Going to kill my wife and her boyfriend for me. Divorce shouldn't matter. Infidelity with Eros. Soup." He just says soup. Soup. And then he holds his hand out. Like, yes, I will do it.
Good.
What?
Good.
He but before he shakes his hand, he's like, ah. Hey.
What? Birdman.
Hey. He like says that in his voice from like the other day when he's like, pay you.
Yes, pay. Well, I hear the standard rate in the city is what? 100 gold? 200 since you're doing two?
200 since I'm doing two. He says since you're doing two. And then hold his hand out again.
He shakes your hand.
And then he shakes your hand about that, and then he clicks his briefcase open. He says, "Divorce," and then like pulls out some paperwork.
Yeah. Scene cuts, with you putting, Birdman Esquire at the top of the page, and
Yep.
start
him
to like
signing paperwork,
you
signing
know
a contract that says, "Yes, I will take care of your
altar
divorce."
part of
Yeah,
the 10th
yeah,
house versus his wife, starting to like
yeah.
lay out the proceedings.
Yes, I will take care of your divorce.
Okay.
Exclamation point. Quotation
Okay.
marks.
Eros
Is finishing off selling her, going to the 13th.
okay.
Is there any way that I can meet Eros at the 13th house at all? Like this didn't take long.
No. The 13th house, as you can see, is right across the road too.
Yeah. So I kind of like finish up my business and then walk across the road into this fucking bustling brothel. Like,
Okay. Cotton is continuing shopping. You make your way to looking for knickknacks and toys and stuff. Stop by a couple of the general stores. Leanne, imagine Strike would eventually meet up with you with clothes for the kids.
Yep.
There's that montage of you guys down in the middle of the street as they're like trying on stuff and go into like a local shop for Leandra to try on the dress. And then is there anything else specifically you two want to look for before I go to the 13th house?
I want to steal something.
yes.
The rock is finally coming out.
Yes! We're terrible people.
There are many things to steal in this city. What are you looking for in particular?
I'm stealing a card game. A deck of cards.
You want to steal a deck of cards.
Well, you don't need to steal a deck of cards since I fucking 52 pick up the deck of cards in the game. So
Well, then I'm gonna steal something else.
call it a loan.
I don't know. Do they have like probably only have like wooden toys and maybe metallic toys for children, right? Or maybe like a puppet made of cloth and filled with feathers or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine what a fidgeting toy would look like. Maybe it could be, I don't know.
Honestly, a fidgeting toy can kind of just be anything.
Yeah, it can be anything. Yeah, I'm stealing some kind of knickknack. Like
Okay, this is going to the equivalent of like an upper end knickknack jeweler shop, I imagine, or something like that, where you'd find something that's just this odd art deco creative piece, just is weird and moves or whatever. Okay. This is one of the larger shops in, we'll say it's like jewelers and tinkers and kind of novelty shop. Um, you know, I my name, I can't think the name. My brain farted. Nonetheless, it's a decent sized shop. They got stuffs. They got all sorts of stuffs. They got different rings. They got different type of jewelers, tools, and tools to help create things. For sure.
yeah, Cotton is going to steal a ring, I think.
Okay. They got gemstones too. They got like various kinds of like special mineral materials and or like spell components and things like that too. Like,
She kind of surveys the shop and
and then like goblets and like
Mhm.
plates and napkins and masks. Like just it's like a antique shop almost.
She takes I guess, takes the shop in, kind of looks around, and sees some rings, and she isn't really feeling like paying for this kind of jewelry right now. So there's this one kind of plain looking ring that she steals, or is intending to steal. Nothing like with a gemstone, or it doesn't even have like a gemstone. It's just maybe a silver ring, or maybe a ring plated with silver. So it might even not be worth stealing, but I guess it's kind of reflexive to a thief at some point, to just
Addictive, yeah.
steal things.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
steal from homeless people.
Yeah.
Let
Do we have
me see. This is a jeweler is an expert in their trade. Okay, I'm gonna use this stat block for that. Okay. You need to roll a sleight of hand.
Yeah.
As you we'll say like the rings are on this like wood counter off to the side, kind of near the checkout. You'll still have to like walk a little way out. So I want to sleight of hand, and then I'll need a stealth check. So you're not seen walking out if you don't want to be seen. Or you could do the second check, or the second check could be performance to like just like perform, play off like I'm just a normal worker. I didn't find what I wanted. I'm just leaving. Kind of thing. See if they pick up on anything of your body language. So yeah, sleight of hand check versus their passive perception first. Nice. You grab it, look around. He's in the middle. Lauren's in the middle of talking to another person. It seems, doesn't see, and then a few more moments go by as you kind of take a moment around. He's like, "I'll be with you shortly."
Thank you.
And I either need a stealth or performance check to get out of the shop.
Oh, that was a bad check.
It's one of those things like you're like 3 feet from the exit of the shop. You see Strike and the kids waiting on in the like bench area of like this like four-way kind of like park stop street area thing across the way, like across the street. And the Lauren, the owner of the shop, is just like there in front of you as you're about to walk out. You just like turn to look out the window, see them, relief, and then turn, and Aaron's just, Lauren's just there. He's like, "Oh, you find everything you need?"
Turns out I'm not in the mood for jewelry after all. But you have a lovely shop, sir.
Oh, thank you, thank you. We have other things than jewelry. I am also I can craft something if you're looking for something in specific.
Interesting. Could you maybe elaborate?
I am a silversmith and jewel crafter, as well as a gemmer. I can harness many of those materials, but metallurgy is one of my favorites. I can craft most things out of precious metals. If you're looking for something specific, um,
Let me think. Mm,
I'm just picturing this guy being a giant squamata. I'm just saying.
yeah, cool. Lauren is a squamata.
do you have any brooches? Brooch? Is that the word?
Yes,
Brooch.
brooch. Yeah, brooch. I've heard it pronounced both ways. Um. Oh yes. He leads you over to a different kind of setup, I guess. And you see these are marked somewhere between like 15 and 30 gold. Most of these.
They are very beautiful. I've been thinking of getting one for my new coat, but I will have to think about it some more. Let's say come back in a few days. Is that okay with you?
I do believe a few will be waiting for you. These are precious, I think, waiting for the right person to purchase them.
Yes, I can see you put a lot of hard work into making these.
Oh, I enjoy mixing different metals and wire wrapping. Indeed, you see these brooches are gold, silver, platinum, like wire that's been kind of twisted together and kind of wraps around different precious gemstones and like almost the shape of like eggs or like an eyeball or like a sphere or a star kind of thing.
Yes, Cotton kind of touches, like, not touches, but like almost touches them with her paw and then doesn't because she doesn't want to, like, I guess, sully them. And then she says, "Well, I got to get back to my children. So I hope you have a lovely day. Yeah, I might come back to buy one of these, but I have to consult with my husband first." And then she kind of gestures outside to the giant creature sitting next to all the children, and makes her way out.
That's funny. Okay, he nods, is a little confused, but doesn't question beyond that. With what happened there, he doesn't, you easily palmed the ring and put it in a little pouch before you could see it, um, or whatnot. Once you get outside and get a good look at the ring, it's a nice, decent, probably worth 5 to 30 gold, depending on, you know, who you sold it to and whatnot. It's really precious, nice silver. There's no gemstone in it, so it's probably worth closer to 10 gold than 20.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think she can wear a ring because she has like probably like paws, but um, yeah, she's going to keep it for now and maybe gift it to one of the children. But she isn't really like sure which one should get it, so for now she keeps it.
Okay. I imagine there are rings made for Animaesus, so to get
Would
around their
only make
weird,
sense.
in the
Yes.
world we live in the world that this is. So, it does make sense. Okay. Go out with Strike. Kids are probably some of them, the twins probably getting a little impatient as
I like to imagine that Strike is doing some sparring practice just right in the middle of the city with the boys.
okay. There's like a circle of people that kind of form around you because Strike. Some people know you in the city by this point, as they're kind of interested to see what you're doing, and other people just watching, the spectacle that is. And the what do you two do? The kids, it's been, you guys have been doing this for 3 hours or so by this point, 3 or 4 hours by this point, walking around the city, going to different shops, checking out things, bought a couple things along the way. And Eros, I'm gonna jump to the 13th house with the other two here in a moment.
Cotton is going to go to the 13th house to see what Eros is doing. But she's going to like obviously say goodbye to the kids because I mean she
Yeah,
would take them with.
Strike
Okay.
would take the kids back and then probably join up with the others.
Okay. I imagine you get big hugs from the twins and Leandra. The boys are probably ambivalent to you, on the
Yeah,
whole.
Strike wouldn't take no for an answer. He'd talk all of them.
Yeah. Well, I was mostly hinting towards Cotton. But yes, with you going, there's a little more of a goodbye with them. They feel a little more closer with you. Um, okay, going to the 13th house. So what we will. Oh, I need to go get some water. I think. One second.
Oh my
Um.
god. But
What's wrong with showing the kids, the prostitution life?
Maybe in a
I mean,
few years.
they could come with us, but I don't know.
Look, I'm just
Like,
saying, it's gonna happen one day. One
it's going to
day.
be so cringe. Do we have to like do the talk?
I mean, look, if ever there comes a moment where Eros has to take care of the kids, it's gonna happen.
Yeah. I think Cotton is like probably like protective, but also not like she wants. I don't know. I feel like she would definitely tell them. I don't know. Like she wouldn't be like, "Oh, it's not for children to know." She would tell
I
them.
mean, they're technically adults from a biological standpoint.
Yeah, but like, what?
The school-
What the fuck does that mean if you're not mentally mature?
yeah.
That's true. That's very true. It's confusing with animal people.
And even then, it's even more important that they know what prostitution and sex is, so they can, well, be safe. I don't know.
Donovan
I
knows
can
about
agree.
that,
I can
please.
agree with that.
Plus, when you're dealing with Eros, even if you are mature, is that really enough?
Okay.
No.
This there's obviously not snow, so just ignore the snow.
No.
The map has snow on it, so hey.
Oh, I see now.
Okay, but there's no. It's just this is the map that I have. I just found a different tavern map that I got for free. So hey, cool. Nonetheless, this is one of the main the 13th house tower is like the bottom couple floors. It's a the tavern brothel situation. I forgot to grab the other ones. Hold on.
How much would Mastello have bought for the fine clothes that I stole from, care halls?
Oh, 1 sec. Roll up persuasion check if you want to influence beyond the base price.
Okay. And if he wants, we can throw in the chain shirt too, or I'll just sell that to an armorer or whatever.
He has the money on him. I think. Let me look at how much money he has on. Oh yeah, he has the money on him. He could. Okay. Unless you want. Yeah, he'd buy it. Okay. Let me.
I just don't want to forget because that'll be.
No. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just looking up the price of the armor. Remember off the top of my head.
Birdman is just.
Change shirt. Okay.
What's up?
What?
Sorry. Yeah.
22. Okay. He will give you 7 gold and 5 silver for the chain shirt. And he will give you 9 gold for the clothes. Presuming you mended them and whatnot.
Oh yeah, they're all fixed up.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Hell yeah. Okay.
So in general, guys, if you're selling back anything, just in general, I always go to half price of what it's listed as to sell back price, and then you can roll a persuasion check. If you get a DC 20, then you get 3/4 back instead of almost 3/4 back instead of
Hell yeah,
half.
now we got business.
If you get a DC 25 plus, then you'll get like 100% back. Which almost there. Okay, so got some golds. All right. I'm grabbing tokens for the dancers because I forgot those. And this is like early afternoon. I imagine it's not the busiest time of the brothel, but I imagine there is a decent amount of people here.
No, it's that perfect time where I can go grab any of the people that I know and pull them off to the side. I imagine.
Okay. All right. You hear a little bit of noise coming from inside, but not too much. Uh, Relatively passive for today, and giggling and shouting from the master of the house, who is also loosely, as best as you understand, like the highest ranking person in the 13th house. He's not, what's the word? He's not like powerful like as you a lot of the other houses do. The way the 13th house chooses their leader is who is the best fucking entertainer. So, he is a bard by trade. Definitely. You and him are about the same power level, as best as you can tell. He's just has better connections. He is a very stout, round halfling named Rexani Pelago. So you hear him inside and whatnot, going about, doing his business. Hold on, my dog's doing something.
Birdman, or Birdman, you would have arrived here first, I imagine.
Yeah, I'm probably like at a table, like drinking or something.
So you guys,
So
there's
Birdman said he was inside, probably at a table,
Probably
taking a drink.
drinking or something. Yeah.
okay. Do you? How much did you pay for your table? How much do you
Oh,
want to pay for your table?
how much is a table?
That
Or is it one of those like I have to if I stand up it's free entertainment type deal?
um, what do you mean?
Like if I stand up, I don't have to like do anything. I'm just standing in
Or you're just
the middle of
standing?
the thing.
Considering the time of day, sure.
If a table's expensive, then yeah, he would avoid a table. But if it wasn't like that expensive, then he'd be like, yeah,
No,
sure.
it's like a couple silver.
Oh, then yeah, he'd be sitting at a table.
Okay.
So
A table by yourself
yeah,
or at the bar?
at the bar probably.
Okay.
He has literally zero interest in any person here, and I'm sure people have zero interest in him here.
Okay.
He's not a very appealing dude.
You got the
So-
little spot under the stairs over there.
I think he likes that table because he's like out of the way.
Yeah. So
Like-
under the stairs right there. So and then all right. Eros. We'll start with basically Eros coming in the tavern with Jessie and her friends.
And Eros would be like very dramatic with it, like, "This is the 13th house, one of the most fun places you could ever be in all of the city."
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Jessie says the other girls are a little wide-eyed, kind of looking up at those things. And then Cotton and Strike, before we continue further.
I don't know if we're in yet.
No, that's what I was going to get to. Cotton and Strike, you can move your tokens as you want to see things if you want, but please give us a few minutes, but then you guys can insert yourselves in the scene, like introduce
like
yourself
sleeping
into the
inside.
scene. Yeah, as you see fit. But give us a few minutes to kind of set the stage because they would have had some time to do this before Strike arrived. At the least. But yeah, you guys can. Okay. The two girls and Jesse kind of come up, and they kind of look around, and well, it definitely looks nicer than some of the shitholes care halls kept us in the last few months.
Well, of course, this is like the premier place to be. They don't fuck around with their spending.
This is Rexani here, right? Or
Yes. This is the fat boy, Mr. Pelago.
oh my god.
Oh, he's
is-
big.
He is chunk. Okay. Rexani.
He does not hear you. the first time. His passive perception's really low. You know he's bad of hearing.
That's fine. She would even like walk up to him and like as long as he's not like in the middle of a performance or anything, like if he's just talking, like she would tap him on the shoulder. Rixani.
Ooh! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, Eros! Oh my goodness! Welcome back. Welcome back. What are you doing here at this hour? We don't have any rush cooking going on. Oh my goodness, who are these pretty ladies?
Well, you know about Care Hall, don't you? You know about
Well,
that asshole.
the rumors have already spread that you gave him quite a whooping with the loot last night.
Oh yeah, he could not even. He can't even handle my flute, let alone my loot.
Well, I only know of a few that can play you the right way. Nonetheless,
Well, these
what does this asshole have to do with you and these three beautiful ladies?
well, these ladies were under his quote unquote guidance, and he was basically trying to fuck them over, giving them, shit jobs. And they need better than that. I mean, look at them. I bet they could fill out the most cutest of dresses.
Well, here in the 13th house, we ladies are here to provide distractions for all houses and incomers to the city. I guess what kind of positions the ladies looking for?
Well, they said they were more into dancing, but I did tell them that this city has multiple ways of entertainment.
Yes.
So, you gotta
But what Care Halls doesn't understand, and what you ladies need to learn, as Eros knows all too well, you get the freedom to choose how that works. Care Halls forgets that the stage courts are all about that choice and spectacle.
and
So, ladies, you can dance as much as you wish, and if you wish to get your hands into more of the pot, as Eros knows, all you have to do is ask.
Eros kind of does that like motioning of like, come on, say something.
Yeah, dancing, Jesse says, is, I think, all I'm comfortable with, and the other two girls kind of agree. Good. Then why don't we get you a room set up upstairs? Eros, find one of the open ones, if you would, please. You remember, they're marked with the white handkerchief on the door handles. Otherwise, I don't want you to creep into anyone that's still sleeping in a little late today from last night's endeavors. Give them the rest they deserve. But yes, find them a room. You ladies relax. Order some food from the kitchen, as much as you want tonight, and then get in preparation for tonight, I should say, as we will see how well you dance then. I'm already expectantly waiting.
I'll make sure that the room is one of just the rest, because they're all kind of the same. Unless you like are really good at dancing, then you can get the VIP rooms.
Yes. Keep them to the north or northeast wing. The southern wings have all been booked out, and yes, you have to earn those rights.
Of course. By the way, Rixani, I know Matilda doesn't normally work these hours, but have you seen her yet?
No, she hasn't come in yet today. I'm not expecting her for a couple hours.
Well, I guess I'll just see her later then.
I will tell her you stopped by if you're not going to hang out with us. I would hope you would maybe chance us with a little of your own dancing.
Hmm. Well, how can I say no? I'll get this room done, and I'll come back down.
Good. I believe the girls will be more comfortable with a little more leadership there. I can dance, but not many want to see this belly jiggle. He grabs his belly and jiggles it.
Oh, please, you can jiggle it the best like any of us.
Oh, you're too kind. He probably skitters off to the bar area. And you lead the ladies upstairs
Yep.
to one of the rooms.
And like as they're like walking by the different rooms, she's explaining like, okay, so white handkerchief, there's no one going to be in there, so you don't have to worry about barging in. But if you see a red one, you might want to knock first if you're thinking about going inside. And if you see a blue one, don't touch it at all. It's a bad idea. Very bad idea.
I don't even know. But I'm writing it down. All right. I imagine while you're upstairs, Cotton and Strike would arrive. Cotton probably before Strike by a few minutes, but
I think Cotton is fairly comfortable with being in this 13th house. She doesn't have a problem with these sort of establishments. So she just kind of goes in and would look for, like, ask around if someone has seen Eros and some girls.
okay. You come in. I'm copying the girls, so give me one sec. They're not there. And you small amount of people. You're used to seeing way more people, but you do recognize, Fat Boy over there, Rexani behind the bar, dealing with the couple daytime customers. And assume he would probably be the best one to, get that information. Walk across the way, take a seat at the bar or
Yeah.
whatnot.
Good morning. Good morning. He says, what was the name again?
Rexani's over here.
Rexani. Do they know each other?
Yeah. You've through Eros, I imagine. Like you've probably come to see a couple of Eros's performances and or like cookouts here and participated in there. So it's more like a friend of a friend, not like direct acquaintance sort of thing. Oh, he remembers your name though. Cotton. I did all sorts of faces I haven't seen in a while coming in today. Drink?
Oh. What do you have to offer?
Oh, well, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Well, what do
The
you recommend?
well, we got in a wonderful cider from the northern Sinis, the dogs. They added a little more spice to it than normal, but it's been selling quite well today the last few days. And the Mauro to the south, the odd monkeys, they um this fruit juice, what do they call it? Um Ambrosia, nectar? I don't know, but oh my god, it's to die for.
I think I would prefer the cider. It sounds quite delicious.
Indeed. That will he goes off, you know, uses the keg thing to pour some cider into a little cup for you. Mug that is. Uh
When he
brings
turns
it
back
back.
around, suddenly Strike is there.
Oh,
And I would like to mention he's taken the time to put on some of his quote unquote finer clothes. They're looking somewhat proper for this occasion.
okay.
Mm.
Oh,
But
yet
before
again.
strike. Hmm?
Faces I haven't seen in a while. Strike, would you like some cider with your friend?
That sounds good. I'll take some.
Oh, well, goes over and brings another glass when he comes back. All right. A silver each.
Sure. She slides the silver piece over the counter.
Giving 2 silver.
I wanted to ask you something. Hmm.
Ask away, my good friends. Ask away.
Have you seen?
One
Yeah?
second though. One second. Another patron ordered. s- Uh, perhaps should check on him. Walks over and you follow him over and you see Birdman over in the corner. Both of you. Just what did you order from Rexani to bring to you? What has he been?
Oh God, probably that. Probably whatever they're drinking. If it's like really good.
It's
Or
it's the cider that
Yeah.
they're drinking that everyone's really enjoying.
Sure.
Silver, if you would, you are friends. Cotton is here. No,
And he
who's the
looks
big
over
guy
and
again?
sees them. He looks over and sees them sitting at the bar and gets up and just walks over there.
Who's the big guy? I don't remember. Is it? I thought his name was Stephen. No, Sertruce.
I think
Did
his
I
name is
hear-
Ragnar.
Did I hear that?
Ragnar.
Yeah, he is like, oh, you mean it's like strike? You just hear
Strike.
and he hears his voice. Strike.
I was gonna go with Claw, but I wasn't sure.
Steven?
Okay. Steven.
I
Steven
when I say
Strike.
Steven.
He goes over. He's like, Steven Strike. I'm so
It's
glad. to hear."
Ragnar Strike. But okay.
Strike?
what is a
I
Rag-
never knew. What was your name?
Steven?
Strike is kind of the name I go with in the city. My real name
Steven.
is Ragnar.
Steven?
Steven.
Not Steven.
Steven.
Oh, Steven.
Who is Steven?
This is
I
payback
think
for
that's
Brian.
you.
Strike.
Brian.
Steven.
Strike.
Steven.
Strike.
Steven. Pointing at you.
Well, my brain's going in circles, Rexani says. If you'll excuse me, I need to go check on a few other patrons.
Point
And
to
this just
himself.
goes on for several minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I imagine it's like a lot of like pointing. Birdman, Brian points at you. Steven, strike. Birdman, Brian, Steven, strike. Like trying to teach you a lesson. Like
Quite unusual. This time, the badger mimics the kenku.
Yeah. He's trying to tell you, like, I know that's not your name.
Inspiration point for Birdman.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Rexani comes back after a moment. Oh, Cotton, I apologize. You were going to ask me something.
Yes. Have you seen Eris? I think she wanted to introduce some girls to you.
Yes, I met Jesse and Roxana and Tabitha, we'll say.
Good.
Hookers, I mean, girls get jobs.
Yes, hookers girls get jobs.
Girls
Do
get
you think they
jobs.
will do? I'm sure they will do well
Oh.
here.
We do not have hookers here, Birdman. Prostitutes. I let them have their choice.
Girls get jobs.
Yes, they were going to dance with us tonight. So is Eros. I finally got her to do it. It's been weeks the last time she did, and then I hear last night she performed her famous Bohemian Rhapsody, and I've been asking for weeks. What did
Yeah, it
Green
was
Dog do?
excellent.
Did he sell his
Excellent
soul to
performance.
her? Like, Jesus.
Birdman
That was
taps
quite
the
a
table.
performance.
He taps the table in anger after hearing, yes, Eris is dancing. Taps the table in anger. Fuck! Like, super loud. Damn it! I had shit to do. Fuck! I'll be here forever.
Hmm.
As, About this time, Eros would be like finally coming back down the stairs at this point, right? Or something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I imagine she could hear Rexani like complain all that saying and would respond to it.
You know, a girl has to be prepared before she actually gives it out, right?
He's gonna roll a charisma. He keeps his composure. Yeah, he nods. Are the three comfortable? Ready for tonight?
Yeah, they're just in their room.
Good, good, good. Your friends have arrived. I didn't know if you knew Birdman's already here. Would you like a cider to join with them?
Cider's kind of weak, though.
Oh, stronger something this early, Eros. Ha ha ha! Well,
I mean, all I had this morning was like some water, so not really getting any buzz at the moment.
This water is so
I
clear.
have the finest of dwarven ale just shipped in from the north.
Fuck yeah. Let's get it going.
For all of us, it's on me.
Oh, right. Four dwarven ales. Thank you. I goes.
Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you, Stephen.
Right.
Who's Steven?
Cotton.
No
and
way.
Arrows get an inspiration point.
Yes, roleplay fuel my shenanigans. Yeah,
Wait,
I love it. He fills up 4 mugs of ale and 12 silver, or a gold and 2 silver, however you want to do it.
Yeah, 1 gold, 5 silver.
1 gold, 5. You are my favorite tipper today, because you're one of the few that has. Thank you.
Birdman does that thing again. Like, what the fuck?
Just want to say that Cotton always, before she drinks something, kind of dips her paw into a drink, like cats do when they investigate drinks, and it's kind of gross.
Just swat the glass.
I love it. Cotton, get another inspiration. I love it.
Swat the glass before. I don't know what the hell this is.
Knock the glass off the
Yeah.
counter.
Awesome.
What's Cotton's
Okay.
track record of knocking things over randomly just because she can?
I think she does that quite frequently.
Cotton, come
The
on.
the 2 of you, well, the 3 of you that have on your second drink, I would like you to roll a Constitution save.
Oh no.
Relatively low DC, but these are 2. The cider had alcohol in it, and then this has much more alcohol in it than the cider did. All right, you all pass. You're tipsy, but you're not quote unquote poisoned, which is what
Okay.
intoxication works.
Hell yes.
So you're in control of your faculties. It was a DC 5. For those things. If you have another drink, it will go up. Another alcoholic drink, and we'll see with
Yes.
those things. So it depends on how you guys want to lean into this.
you
It is
become
still
like
relatively early in the afternoon. We'll say it's like 1:30 or so in the afternoon. So
Yeah, I got plans. I gotta kill somebody today.
Era,
I gotta
Yeah.
kill
To
2 people
which-
today.
Eros would actually, while like finishing her mug, would say, "Okay, Birdman, this shouldn't take too long, but want to go to the 10th house? Oh, wait, actually, you already went, right?
Already went.
Okay, so, did you manage to even talk to Altapar about it?
Is is Rexani still standing there?
I'm gonna roll a percentage. Yes. He's
Okay.
like on the bar, like cleaning up stuff.
Rexani
Is a renowned to be partially deaf.
partially deaf.
My point is he has a horrible passive perception.
Okay.
By standard terms of this game.
So she says, "Did
um,
you talk to Altapar?"
I would.
Yes.
Okay. If you want to whisper, I usually do whispers with perception checks because whispers to me are more about like watching other people to see if they react to you. I feel than like actually trying to be quiet all the time because some people struggle with this aspect. My dad doesn't know how to whisper, for example.
Yeah.
Because he's not good at like watching other
I think
people.
whispering is so irritating. I hate it. But I don't know.
So roll a perception check versus his passive perception if you're going to continue to whisper.
Does my favored my natural explorer apply here? Because I'm in a city that is very loud.
Are you proficient in perception?
I am.
So you get double your proficiency to this roll.
Let's go. So I just get to add another 3 to whatever I roll.
Yeah. Oh, 23.
So it's a 23.
Okay. Birdman, this guy, I'm going to say he doesn't hear a word you say until you want him to.
So I like lean in and I like kind of huddle everybody like, and
one more thing as a reminder before you speak.
Yeah.
I just want to say Rexani is the 13th house leader. Too.
Yeah.
So just FYI, if he does hear things, it's like pretty much like, president almost hearing.
Yeah, that's why. It's kind of like, oof. So she says, "Did you talk to Altapar?" He goes, "Yes."
And
then he looks at everybody and he says, "You will kill my wife and her boyfriend." Like in his voice, like, for me. And then he also says, "Divorce does not matter." And then he also says, "Infidelity with Eros."
Eros would stand up so fast that she knocks the chair over and would say, "What the fuck?" and would like storm off to go to the 10th house to Altapar.
And he's like, he like looks at both Strike and Cotton and goes, 100 gold is the standard rate in the city. 200 for 2. Just like shrugs his shoulders, like.
Right just shakes his head and goes, "You can't measure a life in gold."
You can. I've seen it done.
You can. I've seen it done.
You shouldn't, all right?
You shouldn't. But you can. I've seen it done.
Fine, shut up.
Well,
No.
maybe 100 gold, the standard rate. I think he's trying to scam you. You should go and negotiate some more. Tell him the actual rate is 200 gold per head.
First of all, we should try to figure out what this is all about. We have some ideas.
Well, it's about him.
Don't know the specifics.
I don't know. Maybe it's just about his fragile manhood.
Yeah, that tends to happen a lot.
But I'm no assassin.
Actually, of everyone in the party, you're probably the best assassin.
I mean, yeah.
Your sneak attack can do a shit ton of damage.
She could be an assassin, but she isn't. Well, it isn't her job.
No. I imagine like you know how to do it, but you prefer taking things, which makes sense. I just know from personal experience, mostly Lust, who's played rogues the most of any one of my parties, that
And the holder one shot.
He played an assassin rogue. Assassin rogues are ridiculous. If they get the jump on something, assassin rogues are ridiculous.
I one-shot a beholder.
He one-shot a beholder. Yeah. One-shot a beholder. It was just like, what the fuck? But nonetheless, okay. So Eros running out, you guys discussing that Eros is going to the 10th house because Altapar is trying to murder.
Yeah,
Okay.
she.
Yeah, after a brief discussion, Strike would go there as well.
Okay, you can strike if you wanted to run at full speed, and you could easily
Absolutely.
catch up with arrows. Um, you know, and Birdman and Cotton.
But Cotton is kind of drunk.
Okay.
Maybe she will follow Strike if he just barges out insanely. So just out of
Strike would just
curiosity.
pick you up and carry you.
Okay. She would protest.
He just
But
grabs you in one of his arms and just
Takes like one final sip as she gets carried away.
yeah.
all right, Birdman.
Knocks the glass off the counter.
Birdman
Yes.
watches everybody kind of run out, stands there, sits there for a second, taps his fingers on the table, and then does that. And then gets up and walks away. Finish my
Okay.
game.
Eros is also, while you're saying that, Eros is gonna cast sending on Rexani, saying, "I'll be back. Gotta go beat some sense into fucking stupid piece of shit, cunt ass dick fuck." And just the message just keeps going until the 25, and it's nothing but swears until the end.
And you're sending to who again?
Rexani.
Sonny. Don't be late, is all he responds.
Birdman will never finish that game of solitaire.
Never. It's the greatest game of solitaire I've ever played. It's still sitting on the table at home. It's great. It's quite unfortunate.
He's just going to keep playing until eventually we reach the end of the campaign. He finally finishes.
I'm so fucking stressed. I just want to finish my game of solitaire. Birdman was probably hype as fuck too. He was like, dude, I got a fucking contract to kill 2 people. I get to go home, play solitaire, do it tomorrow. It's gonna be great. he's hypey as fuck. He's like, I get to watch Arrow sing. That's gonna suck.
Shit.
He's like, that's why he's so mad, because he's like, I just want to finish my game.
It's like I was on a streak, man. Just every card, like, oh, bam, bam, ah. Like you were playing 3-card solitaire and still doing great.
Yeah, dude. Popping the fuck off.
We're fine. We're level 20. We beat the big bad or whatever. We finally come back to our apartment that's like barely keeping together. You sit down at the table and just place that last card.
No, Cotton swipes it off the table first.
Yes.
And campaign over.
I'm hoping by the time I'm level 20, I just don't have to copy anybody for talking. It's like, fuck!
You just sit, you sit down, you start going into this extensive monologue. Like, well, it has been quite the journey.
I fucking did it. Yeah.
And all I can do is place this one final cotton.
Yes.
The whole
she
anime
jumps
was
on the
about solitaire
table.
all along.
Fuck!
Great.
God damn it!
That would happen probably, It happens sometimes. It just comes through.
Birdman's hypey as fuck. I get to kill people. I get to play solitaire. It's all good. I don't have to do anything tomorrow. I really didn't even have to tell you. I could have just gone and killed 2 people. I'm like, I don't know what's up with that. That's crazy.
I mean, you could. You
Okay.
didn't have to. Yeah.
But I did.
I would like you all to roll a perception check. Birdman. Those of you that have a passive perception that's anywhat decent, you generally, like 15 or above, you generally get the impression that this street you've chosen, there seems to be a group of small Animaesus that seem to all kind of congregate with you at the same time. And with the active perception of that 17, Birdman, you notice that your friends are about 35, 40 feet in front of you. With how they had left slightly before you, and you were kind of catching up. And that little break between them lets you see that they kind of have come to this little corner of the city here, and they're about to get ambushed by some Ratus. But the Ratus have stopped and they're looking around, and you get the impression the ones closest to you, you kind of see down this way, they see you, and you hear in a language you don't understand, presumably the rat language, like people like basically informing you that you're here as well. Um what do you do in this split second?
I whistle like as loud as I can, like
My
I caw like hella loud.
passive of
Hoping.
20 doesn't alert me to that, does it? Either.
You know things are following you, but you don't sense the ambush. You would hear the
Okay.
whistle yeah, for sure
Okay.
though.
And then I grab my bow off my back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm,
Roll initiative.
Yes, sir.
fuck.
I'm gonna roll them as just two group types to help initiative flow a little easier.
What?
He rolls with advantage, so he got a
No.
natural one.
No, I don't understand how it's the same number.
Oh,
I don't either.
Makes
Reason.
he
no
rolled
sense.
he rolled a 12 twice with advantage. You don't need to click it twice. It's already set up for advantage, Ragnar. It's
It
already
is?
set up. You scroll over. You can see the first time you rolled a 7 and a 12. The second time you rolled a 1 and a 12.
Oh.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah,
Because
it
it's
already
the
rolls it with
same
advantage.
thing.
So yeah, there's a mechanic. I clicked on the thing, or someone clicked on the thing. I don't remember if I did. But nonetheless, um, it's still the same. So cool. Okay, Birdman, what do you do?
I whistle, I scream soup as loud as I can, and then I fucking shoot the nearest person.
Okay, who can you see?
I don't know. If I have to move down this alleyway to see these two dudes right here, then
Yeah, to see both of them. Yeah, you can see. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one you got a full shot on. This guy's got half cover. You can see this guy down here as well. He's got 3/4 cover.
All right, I'll shoot the dude that I have a full attack on. Let me see. So
I think Cotton fell out of initiative.
I will add.
I believe I do not get sneak attack for this, so I will not.
25 definitely hits
25.
though.
Okay, so it is ignore the where is it? Hold on, let me see. I forgot to let me roll the damage again real quick. Hang on. I will just roll a d8. So it is a 7 damage. 7 damage.
Okay. Okay.
And then I will shoot him again.
Left shoulder clips the right shoulder. Definitely hits.
All right. I realized today that I have Colossus Slayer, so as long as he's not at full HP, I get an extra D8.
Indeed.
Yes. So it is another 8.
8 damage. All right. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, Cotton. What do you do?
Okay. I think Cotton is going to sneak or stealth. Be very stealthy. And maybe climb on one of the roofs. Can you do that in one action?
It's part of your movement, and it depends on how you want to spend your stealth as bonus action or action as your thingy.
Well, I just want to do a sneak attack, but I don't know if it takes 1 or 2 rounds.
So you can use stealth as a bonus action with cunning action. And then you can still use your action to attack. And since if you're actually hidden, then you'll get sneak attack on that.
Okay. So I presume that I am hidden.
You presume, indeed.
Yes.
Okay, so you climb up. Move you slightly over in the square so you can see more. Okay, when you come up there, there is a yeah. Okay, when you come up there, you on the roof. Someone you didn't see initially. There's an,
Oh, that fucking bastard.
Asshole!
Where's that?
That guy was at the bar. Unless it
Oh
was just
no! Do I recognize it? Probably.
you're a little tipsy. You're not hidden from him because line of sight. He sees you climb
Yeah.
up. You both lock eyes. He didn't initially see you climb up, but now you're on the roof. You both see each other. As far as you can tell, none of these people at this immediate moment are aware of you, but you might lose that momentarily once he like yells something. So
And it's difficult because if I shoot him, he will scream.
I mean, if you don't shoot him, he still gives you a position. I would say if you want the sneak attack, you should go for a bow shot on the little rats. If you still want to get
Yeah,
the sneak attack off.
That's what she will do then.
okay. So one of these guys. Okay, you have advantage because they are unaware of you in this brief moment, and then if you hit, you get sneak attack.
Okay. No, that's wrong. I wanted to roll that.
You have a short bow on
Oh
your
no, it's
middle.
this one. This is one, right?
Yeah, there you go.
This was the one I was looking for.
There you go. Yes. 13 hits. These guys are not very dexterous, nor are they wearing anything other than leather armor. So, okay. Yeah, roll damage, and you can click your. Before you roll damage, hold on, real quick. That's not. Your sneak attack should be more than this. Let me look. 1 second.
Yeah, I've never done a sneak attack. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. You're level 7. It's 4d6. Okay, 46. Yes. Okay, so now once you can, there's this little checkbox next to sneak attack. You click that, and when the blue check mark is active on the damage modifier, when you click on the word short bow in the chat box, then it will roll all the damage together.
Okay. So I will click on short bow, right?
No, in the chat box. Like go over to where you would where it says weapon proficiency, hand crossbow, and click on the word short bow.
Okay. I thought in the like a little chat box.
Okay, so the second attack, it's counting. It's counting as a second attack, but it wasn't a crit, so it still hits nonetheless. That's 9 plus 12, which is still a shit ton of fucking damage.
Shit.
9 plus 12. Yay. This
Unless you happen to have 2 attacks.
Well, rogues do not. No.
Yeah. Not with the short bow, anyway. The daggers, yeah.
If you want to, you're okay. So I'm gonna say he's equivalent of bleeding after this. This arrow goes right in his shoulder, and he's just there. He's just screaming in so much pain. You took off a shit ton of health, hit points. That is. Okay, so you use movement bonus action. You used about 15 feet of your movement, so you still have, 15 left.
Well, I think I'm gonna just jump on the other roof over here.
Okay, yeah, easy enough. You don't need a dexterity check for that. It's just right there. I'm not too worried about that. And
Come on, have a Skyrim battle. 2 archers, 5 feet away from each
Yes.
other.
5 feet away from that. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's fun. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. This guy on the roof, you idiots, he yells out in, we'll say common. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dash 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3 dash. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. These rats work in concert with each other, work together. They have pack tactics. This rat on the left is going to attack with his attack with a dagger twice towards. Unless the first attack 24 to arrows, and then second attack natural 20.
Oh,
that's another 8. Arrows, and then second this guy here also gonna go towards arrows with dagger, miss, 13,
I'm not wearing my armor.
and 2 coming towards Ragnar, pack tactics as well.
For fuck's sake!
First guy towards Ragnar, 1 hits with the 19. Have maces in their hand. Second guy is going to.
The second one doesn't hit.
Yeah. This guy, 2 attacks. I think both those hits. Ragnar's not raging yet, so. Full damage.
Give me a minute.
Give him a minute. I know. Give him like literally 1 second. There he goes.
Ragnar would like to be calm.
oh, I'd like to rage.
Ragnar
Strikes. Alright, just to make sure I'm not muted. Strike is quite literally outraged at the ambush, and I've not quite described the rage before, did I? He basically goes Super Saiyan. It's usually kind of well-groomed fur. Starts shooting up, going in all directions of this guy, and he draws his flail and smacks it across the head of the guy who attacked him. One in front of him. Always reckless, we said.
Okay.
And second attack with the claw.
Oh my god.
My god.
Oh!
I think this rat's dead.
And then
Yeah.
you. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, and they want to kill me, bro. They fucked up. Yeah.
See, I kind of imagine that's exactly what Ragnar's rage was too. That all his hair just stands on end. Kind of gets on all four. He becomes Vort. With the
Lord of the Boreal Valley.
Okay, you smash him, and then I picture your claw digs into one arm, claw digs into the other arm, and you literally rip him
Just
in half.
rip him off. And then with the final strike, just not even rip off his head, he just smacks him, and the head goes flying. What's it gonna do? I can't not really do anything except position myself here. Kind of snarl down on the guy, focusing on arrows.
Oh my god.
inaudibly, or rather audibly, but without words, telling him to pick on someone else.
Okay.
Eros, for her turn, is gonna be like, "Nope, not dealing with this shit again," and cast on herself Blade Ward. So all attacks against me. Well, I have resistances to these basic bitches now.
Okay. So you're ending your next turn. Okay.
And I will then use I'm gonna give inspiration a D8 to the Birdman.
Birdman.
Nice.
Birdman, commit crimes.
I do crimes. As these two rats run on me, one is fucking pinned with arrows.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's what I'll stay here.
Okay. Buddy boy on the roof is going to gets two short bow attacks. He's going to forgotten.
Mhm.
I think those both hit. So 12 in total, piercing arrows clipping you across your side. Not doing it really. Remember, hit points are stamina more than health in this game, and with how I'm approaching it in this game. So just kind of wearing you out as you try to dodge away. He's going to 5, 10, 15, 25 climb down. He has a climb speed. And then Cotton just north of you, one of his twin brothers climbs up and sees you there and is
Oh,
going to go for 2 more shots. First one misses, recorrects with the second one, clips you across the shoulder for another 5 piercing. You hear Eros, that guy that climbed down to the west of you, whistle out, "Brothers, attack!" And 2 more climb up and appear on the roofs. One comes to the edge here and is going to take one shot for strike and one shot for arrows.
Oh, come the
Miss strike,
fuck on.
hit arrows for 4, and then
You
this
roll
one.
with advantage on me.
And it's 2.
Oh, that's true.
Always reckless unless specified otherwise.
Okay, thank you. Still miss. All right. The other one's gonna go for 2 shots towards Birdman.
Not the Birdman, please.
Okay, 12 misses, 22 hits,
Yep.
6 points to Birdman.
Ow.
It
Okay.
wasn't even our fault.
That is my turn. Birdman, we do.
Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is stab one of these rats in front of me. The one I was stabbing before. The one that I had pinned with arrows.
This one,
before-
as best you can tell.
Okay, before I do that though, I'm gonna cast a spell. I'm gonna use Zephyr Strike. Bonus
Sweet.
action. And then I will use this one attack to get advantage on it, so that I can get sneak attack as well.
Awesome.
Okay, so let me
So
click my
sneak attack, Zephyr, and Colossal if you hit on this guy.
Mm-hmm. Stab.
14 hits, yeah. He's
All
just
right.
wearing simple leathers, pretty low at dex on the whole. All right, another D8 from your Zephyr strike.
Yep, and then another D8 from the Zephyr Strike. Oh.
You don't have to type. You can just go over to the dice thing.
Yeah, I don't have it open though. I just don't want to do that. My computer's dumb.
Oh, fuck your
Okay.
computer.
He's looking really wounded after that. But still up.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'll fucking stab him again
Cool.
with my second attack. Another 14.
That hits, yeah.
Let me click off the sneak attack and Colossus Slayer for another 6. Oh my god.
Another 6. You
Yep.
take that guy out.
And then to get with my friends, because I'm in kind of a weird position here, I am going to run past this man, and because I have Zephyr Strike active, I do not provoke opportunity attacks. So I kind of just, as I'm running past this guy, kind of kick him into the wall, and then run my 30 feet this way to my friends. Like, hello, I'm here now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, Cotton.
And this guy's on the roof, right?
Yes, he's about 20 feet up. The rest of the roofs are about 10.
Okay.
I don't think I have my rapier with me. Maybe I will just shoot. What's my this one?
Okay.
With my short bow.
To be clear,
Yeah.
with your sneak attack, if you would shoot any of the ones next to your friends down here, your sneak attack would work.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe I will shoot this one again then.
Yeah, because sneak attack is if you have advantage or if
An
it's
ally is
with a
within 5
friend
feet.
with
5 feet.
yeah of what you're shooting. Okay, so yeah, see if you hit.
Well, no.
That will miss, unfortunately.
Oh
Just goes into the wall right above his head. He just looks up and he's like, "Ah, shit! Archer! Archer on the roof!" He yells.
no.
Do you want to move?
Can I still like maybe grapple this rat?
Unfortunately, you used your action to shoot, so
Okay.
you'd have to have your action to grapple someone as a rogue.
Okay,
Since
that's
you
all
only
I
have
have
one
the only
attack.
question. I'm still like.
So you have your bonus action that you can use to dash or hide, and you also have your movement as well. So.
I'm just gonna. What's the way here? Okay, that's that. Maybe she will jump on this roof again, just to kind of
Okay.
be evasive. I don't know.
Okay. You broke line of sight with him. You can use your bonus action to roll a stealth check to see if he loses track of you. He does. You're not. I'll just say you probably hear him mutter, "Where did she go? Where did the cat go? Damn it!" And
Oh, actually, I can move 60 feet. I'm fast as fuck.
yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Holy god.
All right, that is Cotton's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 runs after Birdman. Does not have advantage because a friend's not within 5 feet, so he's just going to dagger, Birdman, and miss. This guy, yeah, he's just gonna stay there. He's gonna. Ooh, I don't know.
He's gonna explode into viscera.
Okay, he sticks with the guy who was already here. He's going to go towards strike. He has advantage, so 19. Hit strike. And then again, 20.
Oh.
Another 5. Or half to 2. And then this guy. Oh, he's gonna make a choice. Sticks with his original plan of going after Eros. 22. 18.
Oh my god.
This guy's going to make a choice. He sticks with his original plan. Okay, he's gonna go for Eros as well. 17, yep. And then 15. Yep.
And that's why we use Blade Ward.
Okay, that's all of them. Strick.
Drake's growing more agitated and also more bestial by the second. He gets down on all fours and goes after the one here on the left to arrows. Takes the opportunity attack, doesn't give a shit.
Okay. Oh yeah. Another 4.
Yes. And as he runs towards him, drags his flail towards the ground and gives him a nice little uppercut with it.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that
Jesus.
hurts.
Enough to take him out.
Yep.
This one.
Oh, you hit that one? Oh.
Yes.
I just killed the one in front of you.
Okay. Well, that takes that one out.
Killing the one in front of me. 28, and then the claws.
Jesus Christ.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
The
Fuck these
man,
rats.
the man fucks shit up.
I like to imagine its tracks just thrashing about, running across the battlefield, smacking things left and right, with both claw and flail.
Yep.
Just causing an absolute massacre. And uses his remaining movement to go where exactly? Towards this guy, right in his face.
As he's murdering people, and there's no more rats technically next to arrows, she was like, Strike, I love you so much.
He can't hear you,
I
but he
know.
would appreciate it.
Okay. Eros, it's your turn.
Okay. Eros will, now that there's less rats, she's gonna step over this corpse here, and she's going to use her dart. She's gonna pull out one of her darts and stab at the rat. I'm using my inspiration to re-roll that. 14.
Oh, got
Thank
his
you.
ass.
Yes, that is.
Okay. And I have the bird next to me, so that'll
Oh.
be 8.
Yep. Takes it. Tries to get out of the way. Cut him a little across his cheek. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
Actually, I'll give a D8 to Strike. I don't think he'll need it, but he has a D8 now.
You know,
I know.
never know. Okay. He disengages from strike as a bonus action. Climbs back up the roof. 10, 15. 15, 20, 25. Dashes 5, 10, 15, 5. Okay. Okay. The other ones are gonna do a volley towards to do their shots. This guy shoots toward Birdman.
Don't shoot me, bro.
Don't
4
shoot my
points
bro.
to Birdman. You need to roll a concentration check for Zephyr
Owie.
versus 10.
Nope.
You lose your
You have a
Zephyr.
D8, bro.
You
No,
do
I
have a
can use
D8.
it.
You could use it.
That's fine.
No, you just use it in it. Oh, I mean,
No,
yeah.
I'll let it cancel. It's fine.
Okay.
It's done its purpose.
Did what I needed to do.
Yep, it's done its purpose.
Okay, the next guy behind you continues to shoot for Birdman. That's who he was going for the first time. Ooh, natural 20.
Ow.
Ow, fuck.
That's 12 points of damage.
Ow, fuck.
And then the guy right above you goes for Eros.
This is their fucking fault, by the way. I literally should not be getting fucking stabbed. This is their fault that their friend died.
That doesn't mean they're not selfish. So 15 to Eros.
I have a lot of words to say to the fourth house after this.
A lot of words.
A lot of words.
We're gonna have we got beef now. I'm gonna sue them. I'm gonna sue the fourth house.
That's what we're gonna have to ask.
Okay, Birdman, it is your turn.
Who just fucking hit me with a crit?
There's this guy back here.
Oh, you son of a bitch. All right.
He's 10 feet up on the roof.
I fucking hate him. Okay, I'm gonna stab this guy first. That's the one that arrows hit, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna hit that guy. I'm gonna stab him first. Oh, I have that D8, baby. See, this is why we keep our D8. Okay.
A
I guess
10
not.
will just miss.
That's
Okay.
fucking ridiculous.
You keep your D8 though.
You do keep it. You don't lose it. if you
Okay,
fail.
that's good. So I'll stab him again. Wow, dude!
Okay.
Good
Inspiration?
thing I have this fucking D8.
You
Well,
can't
it's a
use the
crit.
D8 on a crit, but you can use for
No.
inspiration to reroll.
I don't want to use my inspiration to reroll, dude.
Well, there we go.
Fuck this game.
I
I don't understand why these people are fucking mad.
Man, yesterday I got 3 net ones on initiative rolls. It was stupid.
Fuck it. I'll just die. It's cool.
We'll see.
Yes, I know, but I thought like you weren't done. I don't know.
Oh no, I'm done. It's
Okay,
like I have to accept my failures and just die. It's all good.
Okay. Okay, I can see this token.
Okay, go for a shot. You won't get sneak attack on that one. You would only get sneak attack on the ones on the ground right now.
Do I hit it?
This one you miss. He sees you at the last moment and ducks his head.
Okay. Okay. Do I still have movement? Whatever. I'm just gonna keep standing there.
Okay. He disengages. You fucking bastard! You fucking bastard! They both disengage as their bonus action and run towards the guy who just ripped their brother as they came and saw that and watched you run away so easily from it.
Wow, it's like that happens when you attack random people in the street or something. That's crazy.
Yeah, who would
Imagine
have
how that
thought?
fucking works.
I don't know. It's like when you kill a random person in a tavern for just trying to get money. I don't know.
Huh? Fucking-
Trying to get money for trying to beat the shit out of someone.
The 16 misses, but the 22 and 23 hits, so just both the 8 damage is fine there. So 8 in total to strike. Okay, that's your turn. And Ratus are also chaotic neutral at best, so chaotic evil is usually where they reign.
Rag returns the favor by spinning around, scraping his flail across the ground, and smacking them with it again. First one on the right, and doing it again.
Which one?
Right in front of me. This asshole.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's not enough to take him out, so let's go for a claw.
Yeah.
Is he dead yet? And then the next claw attack on the next one. Next, I'm gonna position myself. Where? Right back here into the fray. Come on, hit me.
Nope, you don't.
Ah, grapple. Son of a
You
bitch.
take 3 bludgeoning, and you're grappled until you use your action to break out.
Or kill him.
Oh, yeah. Either one. Yeah.
Kill them.
Hmm. Okay, Eros, what do you do?
Eros is. She's going to cast. Then I can't do that. Wait, can I? No, I can't. Okay. Yep. Eris is going to let's see. Here. Then we can go here. That should break line of sight. Yeah, she's going to slip around with her movement. This guy just uses reaction, so he can't
Yep.
opportunity attack me.
Yep.
So I'm gonna get pretty much to here.
Okay.
At least with my movement, and this is more of an alleyway, and on either side of the map is a street, right?
Yes.
Okay. So she's going to she'll say in passing to Birdman, I can't take much more. I gotta go. And yeah, the rest she'll use her action to dash, and that only takes me to like the edge of the map, though. But she's also kind of looking around for any patrolling guards, not of the 4th house. So probably like 1st house or whatever.
Don't see anything in the first few seconds you're out in the street. My turn. You all hear a whistle echo from the north area pretty loudly. Okay. They kind of the guys on the roof kind of disperse as best as you can tell. Birdman, what do you do?
Oh man. The rats dispersed.
Yep.
Okay. And then
The ones on the roof.
This dude's getting grappled by.
He's grappling Strike.
Oh, he's grappling Strike.
He has his tail wrapped around Strike's feet.
Oh, I walk over and I like.
How do you walk on the roof?
I guess I can't walk on the roof, I suppose, but yeah, it's like right here. I suppose would be a better place to put my model. And I will just fucking. I guess like hands on. Like I'll try to grab him, or I'll try to stab him so that he lets go of Strike, so Strike can grab him.
Okay.
I have to cut his tail off, so help me God, I will.
Okay.
You know what? Yeah, fuck this guy. I'm gonna cut his fucking tail off. Fuck this guy.
All right, you do have sneak attack if you hit because Strike.
Oh yeah, baby.
And he has been hurt, so Colossus Slayer is also there.
Okay. I'm going to try not to kill him, but I will cut his fucking tail off.
All right, roll damage. That is.
Yeah, dude. 1 will probably be enough. Did it roll sneak attack too?
No, it didn't.
1d6 plus 1d8. No, it did. It's a
did.
3. Yeah. So it's 8 damage. Is he dead?
He's not dead, but he lets go.
Did I cut his tail off?
You cut his tail. It's not off. You definitely hurt it.
Okay. And then I try to just like subdue him, I guess. Like, I don't know. I mean, I
You
could
can
hit
use
him
one of
again.
your action. You
Ooh,
can
can I
use one of
not-
your
can I-
attacks.
Can I
to grapple.
non-lethal hit him? Or okay, yeah, I'll do that. What do I roll for that though? Just
think it was rude we
Athletics
don't
or
know.
acrobatics
okay.
to grapple
Come here,
versus
bitch.
with athletics or acrobatics.
And remember,
Pushes
Oh my
you
God.
away.
I have a D8. I need-
yes.
You could
Hell
use the
yes.
D8. Yeah, definitely.
Fuck you. So yeah,
Okay.
I grab him and I just like hold the knife at him. Like, I swear to God, if you move, don't you fucking do it. So I have a.
Okay. His face goes from stern seriousness to shock as this happened in very few seconds. Cotton, you can see this happening down below you. The other guys on the roof ran and jumped to different roofs. You've lost line of sight on most of them as they're very small and very quick. What do you do?
What do I do? Well, I'm in line of sight with that guy, but I think that guy is not available. I think Cotton is going to jump off the roof. Hello?
All right, roll me an acrobatics to land on your feet. You barely do. Actually, you could have failed this check. It was a DC 5, so technically you could have failed because you have a +6. So yeah, you land on your feet.
I mean, I'm a cat.
You're a cat, but so 10
It
feet
was
and 10 feet, around 10 feet, you're fine. Any more than 20 feet, you'll have a little more difficulty. But yeah, cool. You land on your feet on all fours.
excellent.
What do you do?
I think Cotton isn't aware of every I'm not sure. Is this this one? What does this symbol mean?
He's grabbed right now by Birdman, and Birdman
okay,
has a dagger to his throat.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Okay. Can she roll a perception check to see if there's anyone around still, like on the roofs, maybe?
Okay, that will be your action for the search check.
Oh, it's
You're pretty sure they're gone. Best you could tell.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Mm-hmm. Okay. He will use his action to try to break from Birdman.
Tries to break away from me.
Yep.
Fuck you. Fuck you. No.
You hold on to him. Well, that was his fur. No, that was his. It's an action to break.
It's a soup.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything intimidating I can say to him to make him stop. Because
he's just writhing like a rat that's grabbed. Like that's all that's going on. Strike, what do you do?
Drag drops his fly and goes full beast mode.
Whoa, what the fuck? God damn it.
Oh my gods.
Oh shit. Well.
You dead?
Oh, yeah,
He-
for sure.
I blame Strike for the rest of our bad rolls.
Yep.
Yeah.
My turn. Mom said it's my turn on the net 20s. Then, what do I do next?
Soup.
Not yet. Well, seems to be nobody else inside. I'm just gonna climb on the roof because I can do that. I haven't established that I changed the 6th level feature thing from climbing to anything else, so I'm gonna go here and see if I can find anything else.
Roll a perception check as your action. No, you use your action. So, what's your
Yes.
passive perception?
17.
What's their passive stealth? On sure.
In that case, I'd go back down. How high is the building? How many feet did I use for movement?
Okay. 10 feet up and down. So you use 20 to get where you're at.
All right. 20 back. Motion for the pick my flare back up and motion for the others to go after arrows, making sure she doesn't run into more trouble.
All right. Eros is in like the main street away from this alleyway by this point. Down about 100 feet away from you, to further of the main entrance of the city, you see a gathering of the purple kind of capes of the Lupin Guard.
And she like runs over to one of them. Hey, I got a fucking problem. I need to be dealt with.
They look at each other confused. Okay.
I got rats, man. Fucking rats.
Okay.
Does that mean you're gonna follow or what?
Sure. Kind of follow. And start to follow you back. Okay, let's see if they can get off map. Get a stealth check. Yep. Okay. So before we end combat, do you stabilize any of these guys?
Stabilize the one that's that one's probably fucked. The one that I was just holding with a knife. So
No.
I will try to stabilize one of them.
Okay.
Because one of them needs to explain to the cops what happened, because I'm not going to. This was not my fault.
Okay.
Like the
I
one
will
that
say
isn't ripped in half. That one
the
obviously
one
is
that
off the
ripped in
table.
half, I'm gonna mark with a little that symbol. So this one and the grapple one, they're relatively fucked. And I'm also going to say this one as well is fucked. So you have two that potentially could be stabilized.
Okay, I have that's the one that I stabbed over there. And then there's this one. So I will try to stabilize both of them if I possibly can.
You have your action. You can stabilize one.
One. Okay, I will choose the one that's closest to me, obviously.
Okay. DC 10 medicine. Nope.
Oh boy, that's not
He
good.
dies.
Oh,
No, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Fuck it.
Well,
Yeah, he's dead. I don't really give a shit enough.
There's one other one that potentially could be stabilized. So this one.
I
Cotton.
could try stabilizing him.
Okay, medicine.
Mm.
You do.
Hey.
Right?
He's unconscious at 0 HP, but he is stable.
Oh fuck! I'm an idiot. I'm a dumb idiot.
Why? What happened?
Because I have good berry, dude. I just give somebody a fucking berry.
Hell,
Welcome to Goodberry. Always the
Dumb
Goodberry.
man.
no, you could give this one good berry to wake him up if you wanted to, but
Yeah, I'll do that. And then this guy's fucked over here, right? Like, there's no way I can get to him.
No.
Yeah.
he's been there were too many rounds of combat.
I stabbed him like way early.
Yeah.
So
He
While
bled
they're doing
out.
that, Strike's going here and wherever.
I will give him a good berry. Yes.
Eros runs into Strike. There's two Lupin guards with their purpley capes, kind of on all fours, running behind Eros. Come to the alleyway, see Strike, covered in blood. Literally, you are covered in fucking blood, and they draw their
Blood,
swords. What
gore,
the fuck's going on
brains.
here?
Not them. Rats.
You
I
want
said
the
rats.
I need a charisma check of some sort to convince them that the guy covered in blood is not someone they should be worried about.
How about a
Damn.
29?
Damn.
Okay, rats. He's too big to be a fucking rat. Why
And
is he
Strike
covered in
would
blood though?
Probably
Strike would
because he
still be
killed them
staring
all.
at them and ready to defend himself when they attack.
Strike, calm the fuck down. He's covered in blood because he killed a lot of them, I bet.
So it didn't get away.
One of the guys as he passes with Strike says, "You'll need to come back with us and make a statement."
Shut up and do your job. Take care of the situation. Go after the others.
That is my job. You want to question me more, we'll take you with us.
Strike?
One of them stays, one of them goes down after that outburst, and he howls at the top of his lungs, and you hear 5 or 6 other howls throughout the city in concert. You know there's at least a dozen wolves showing up.
Oh, I'm an idiot! Oh no!
I go with you.
Now you've
Guys, I could have avoided this. I could have just howled like a wolf the whole fucking time. Oh my god. I have the power. And I'm a retard.
He
I'm
can mimic
so
that.
upset. I'm so mad at myself, guys. We killed people for no reason.
And
Well, it was for fun.
I'm so bad.
okay.
Oh no.
That is where we're gonna end it. So, wolves start coming around from all directions. Most of them kind of lower ranking guards, but they seem to deferring to these other 2 that are kind of showing up around the corner here from you guys. I'll move them over. They're all running on all 4s pretty much at all speed, full speed, hearing the howl of this thing. You got this guy, not really wearing any armor.
Damn it.
And then obviously one of the first house Lupin Knights, full plate armor. Come over. And everyone's just that pause as everyone's just trying to take in. There's dead bodies everywhere. 3 of you are covered in blood. And Cotton's like in the process of standing up after like stabilizing this guy, kind of take in all that. And right.
Strike, meanwhile, would have calmed down slightly, crossed his arms, looked at the guy who addressed him, and said, "I'll go with you, but I want to talk to Jim about this. It's only Jim."
You can talk to Jim if we fucking say you can talk to Jim. You're not anywhere in Jim's jurisdiction, right?
Yeah, but still.
Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. I love it.
No,
You started so happy-go-lucky. I love it.
Somehow we ended up here.
You ended up here.